fucking loser Canadians with a combined IQ that's lower than the average calories in a bite that PPP takes.
Okay, so this makes no sense.
What a mouthful that was to begin with, buddy.
We have a show where we make up shit. Okay, cool.
Make up?
No, I mean, it seems like we're making it up, but your life is so f***ed up, it's all real.
By the way, if you're watching on the Clip channel, hit like, leave a comment, share it around, everyone. Thank you for being subbed, guys. 24,000 subs and counting, guys. Thank you so much.
Now it's time to go to the Spiral stream.
Okay.
So we received word, amusing, from the desk of Baldo. He says, local stream this evening. I'll be streaming here for a locals exclusive tonight. I've neglected you way too long. I'm sorry. So it's like, oh my God, rev up that OBS because Rekieta's gonna melt down.
Buddy,
he's on drugs.
Ash, I was sent this video, his local stream, by like 15 people. Like 15 people had it on a mega upload drive for me to download. They're like, in case you need it, I'm like, oh my God, like 15 people had an OBS open. And by the way, guys, it's always smart to do that. If you know that someone's melting down, remember, OBS, it's very easy to learn. We appreciate it, guys. Because like, EVS deleting his fucking video last night, I had 4 copies in the morning, guys. We really appreciate it for people who do that. Yeah.
So now, Rekieta, before we go into the clips that Elissa provided, I'm going to show you guys, Rekieta is so desperate to sweep up this disaster of a stream. Look at what's happened. So I just sent it to you, Andy.
Okay.
This is Rekieta threatening Elissa clips.
No.
And apparently the flags have come out. At least one clip has been flagged down for copyright abuse. And Elissa is in the midst of disputing that. But have a look here. If we click on the photo.
Let me just go watching. Okay, there we go.
So Rekieta messages Elissa directly on Discord. And says, you do not have permission to clip my locals exclusive content. Take it down by tomorrow or I will. I also rescind any permission to clip my content. Play by fair use if you're going to do it. So first of all, he did give her permission in the beginning to clip his stuff.
He did.
He now says he's rescinding permission. Rekieta is saying that it's his locals exclusive content and she has to use fair use.
Exclusive.
But she did. She did use fair use. The clips are highly edited. They're only a few minutes each. And there's still plenty of content that's exclusive to his locals. But Rekieta so often throughout the years criticized everybody who used copyright claims to sweep stuff up, to try and clean it up and eliminate their mistakes. He called them copyright cocks. He himself was copyright claimed several times when he was doing stream snipes and stuff like that. And he always said the people who are doing it were F-slurs. But here now he is threatening clip channels because it bothers him. Mind you, this clip channel, Elissa's clip channel, gets what, a few thousand views a video?
Yeah. And also,
by the way,
yeah, go ahead.
She clips it in a negative way. So it's not as though any of Rekieta's Baldo washers who had actually subscribed to his locals aren't going to be subscribed to his locals because of Elissa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no real argument there. It's not like she just outright steals the entire fucking stream of his and posts it without any edits whatsoever and does that for every one of his local streams. If she did do that, then absolutely, he'd be within his rights to take it down. But they're edited, they're for a purpose to expose him as a public figure, and he just doesn't want people to be able to see what he does behind that paywall. Mm-hmm. He wants to be able to privately say all sorts of shit and keep it concealed. Well, he's a public figure in an ongoing court case, and I think Elissa has a right to do this. I think she does it by fair use, but he's just seething and melting down, and oh, how the mighty have fallen, Rekieta.
And also, by the way, and read Discord for a second, and also, by the way, he has said before that he is against people copywriting strike, like anything that's archive.
Yeah.
Right? He thinks you're a bitch if you do it. He's this, he's that. By the way, if you believe that what you posted was so bad, then why do you keep it posted? Why do you do it? Are you retarded? Are you retarded?
He is.
He's
man.
such a piece of shit.
He
He's a bitch.
We now have the new addiction, the new cope of Rekieta, his new habit, because he's being drug tested, doing drug monitoring, so he can't drink or do drugs as much as he'd want to.
Is it a vape?
He's got a vape. So he constantly needs stimulation. He constantly needs a buzz of some kind. So now he's just got to hit that vape all day long.
He's got the vape. Oh, and by the way, Nick, if you're watching, which you probably are, all coked up or whatever, if you go after the clip channel, we will fight it. All right?
We will fight it and we will win.
We will win, right? So doing that will make things worse. And we're doing this all in fair use. We're commenting. We're pausing every second. So you, okay? How about that? Here we go. Whoa,
Buddy, he's looking real rough. He's like a wax figure that's melting.
Oh my God. And by the way,
I'm melting. I
have to move us out of the way, guys.
Aldo, man.
Watch, I'm going to move us out of the way, folks, because you have to see. Look, hang on, let me just straighten this here. Look at the background, folks. Watch. There's like bottles and glasses. Every square centimeter
of the counter,
like literally millimeter, has something on it. Whoa. That is crack level. Like, you know what I mean? It's hoarder level.
Den. It's completely reverted back to being a crack den. He admits in the stream, by the way, that there's piles of dirty clothes all over the ground.
No.
Which we didn't see that and we didn't need to know that. But he just volunteers that there are piles of filthy clothes all over the place.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait, and by the way, real fast,
look how shiny and red his nose is, and his whole face as well.
Look at his nails. He's got the coke nail, bro.
Oh no, he's got the coke nail, buddy.
You see it?
Whoa!
Wait, all his nails are long. Wait,
buddy, he's not taking care of himself. He said he was mentally ill.
It's a claw.
He said that he admitted to having bad thoughts about himself and ending his life.
No, that's bad.
So it's just, he's not showering. He's not trimming his nails. You know, he's not cleaning up after himself. The house is a disaster. He's off the wagon. The polycule has fallen. The Baldo bunker is in disarray.
I'm not a sauerkraut person. When did I start vaping? When the government me.
Oh my God! This is unhinged!
Yes!
This is unhinged, bro!
Yes!
No
way! Yes! When did you start vaping? When the government f***ed me. They took away all my drugs. Now I have this shitty fucking vape. Look at how fucking like disheveled he looks, man. Zoom in on his eye. Those bags under his eyes are deeper than the Grand Canyon. Look at that. This looks like he has a black eye, man.
Yo, Ash, that's the kind of tired sleep don't fix.
It'll never fix, man. That's eternally felt it. Like, whoa.
Oh, you need like surgery for that to be fixed. Wow.
When did I start vaping? When the government me and I needed a cigarette after.
Oh my God.
He's smoking ciggies now too?
He's vaping. He's puffing the vape on one and a cigarette on the other. Oh. It's not enough nicotine for him, buddy. You fried your brain on drugs.
You know he has the patches on too?
Yeah, he's got like 6 patches on each arm, just flying on nicotine.
Did you say, was it as good for you as it was for me after they fucked you? No, they left me sleeping in the bed.
Oh man.
What? It's down real bad. It's down real bad.
It gets worse, folks. This is nothing. That's an appetizer. So
now this is
about us too, by the way.
Oh yeah, there's the seed about us, there's the seed about Sean, there's the scene about legal sucker. There's a seethe about pretty much every single person in the sector, except the Baldo washers. So here he is. This is his direct response to the Twitter spiral and him telling us the nerds have got to go.
Ash.
Buddy, I think he needs to go. This is Larson Max.
Look at that.
Buddy.
Is a caricature. Like, that's a caricature. You know, on the street where they draw and exaggerate your features, this is actually horrible to look at.
It's homeless Max, yeah.
You know what? I realized something today.
Is this like the South Park speech? Kyle, Stan, I realized something today. All right, go ahead. Tell us what you learned today, Stan.
What did you learn, bud?
I learned something today.
That
Yeah, like the music starts playing, right?
Yeah.
didn't get bullied enough.
What?
People have.
Buddy, you're the one who didn't get bullied enough. You still haven't been bullied enough. This guy gets bullied every single day by us, Kiwi Farm, every Lawtube. Everybody's dunking on him, bullying him. And it's still not enough for him to change his smug, insane attitude where he thinks he knows better than everybody, okay? And he's trying to tell other people they haven't been bullied enough. Well, then I guess your punishment must be more severe, Rekieta. You know, I remember when he first got busted, there were people, and Josh was optimistic as well, that would be rock bottom.
Yeah.
That surely he would turn it around from there. But I
said that too, by the way. I said that too.
I told all of you no.
You did.
It's nowhere near rock bottom. He's going to have to spiral a lot harder. And I told you guys, he would spiral harder and harder and double down and double down and double down. And he has. And I said he would take it to trial. And it looks like he is going to take it to trial.
You were right every step of the way.
I don't really want to be right about this. Like, it would be nice if this guy, for the sake of his kids, would turn it around.
True.
But instead, he just chooses to be the biggest piece of shit he possibly can be every single time. Every time.
No, I was like, because you were like, oh, it'll get even worse and worse. And I'm like, how? Well, I get like shocked and proven wrong every time because
I think he looks worse now than he did on the stream where he was fucking jerking off.
He was more pale there, but here he looks worse in terms of like wrinkles and darkness under his eyes. In that show, though, he was like really pale. But yeah, I think you're right.
That didn't get bullied enough. And they're still fucking nerds. So,
buddy, who uses nerd as an insult? Like, even back in school, nobody would actually ever say nerd.
Nerd.
Like, it's like somebody saying four eyes. Like, I had glasses and nobody ever even said that.
It was past that time. I mean? That was like in the 80s.
It's like some old ass shit, man. Like, what are you talking about,
Groovy, dude? You know?
Listen here, nerd. It's like, this is like an insult 50 years ago that was cool. Now, what are you talking about? This is projection on his part because he is a nerd. Deep down, he's the nerdiest nerd that ever nerded. And he's desperate to be cool. He's desperate to be seen as cool. And so this is part of his midlife crisis, right? Where this is why he has to have the polycule. This is why he's doing all the drugs. This is why he bought the Mustang that he wrapped around a tree and all this shit. Is because he wants to be seen as cool. To him, the worst thing is to be a nerd because that's what he is. And so he projects that onto other people, but no one cares because it's the lamest insult in the world.
Hey, dweeb. Freaking dweeb.
Nah, they can get lost. I'm tired of it.
Get lost. Kick rocks, dweeb. By the way, can I just say, I know we've said this before, but sorry, Rekieta. You're a public figure having a meltdown. Why wouldn't people cover you? Rich, Review Tech, why do people cover me? I wonder why. You're melting down. If Ash and I were melting down, it'd be the same shit.
Yes.
And
it has been. And it has been.
Exactly.
Like, everybody has to take their licks if they want to do this shit. There are going to be times, most of the time, you're going to be the hammer. But some of the time, you're going to be the nail. And the longer you have this like cringy, woe is me bullshit attitude where you blame everybody else and take no responsibility and keep seething about it, the longer the time you're going to be a nail is. Yep. Like, for real.
Exactly.
And that's him and Rich refuse to take the L because both of them for whatever reason, it doesn't even really make sense, believe that they're smarter than everyone else.
Mhm.
Like, at least Rekieta has a law degree to kind of try and back that up. Dickers has all. But even with Rekieta, it's like, okay, your parents paid your way in life for you to get this law degree that you never actually used. You were a complete non-practicing lawyer, which allowed you to segue into being a YouTube Lawtuber who basically got every take that he ever made wrong. Pretty much everything Rekieta ever said, all turned out to be wrong in the end, given a long enough timeline. And so you have this sense of superiority over other people because you blew up on YouTube being a pretend lawyer, is really what it comes down to. You're not that smart, bro. He's a lot smarter than he thinks he is, which is Sargon found out is a really terrible place to be in. But even Sargon fucking learned. Sargon actually was humbled and turned shit around.
Yeah, exactly.
Rekieta keeps doubling and tripling and quadrupling down, and he's just going down the tubes, dude.
Yeah. By the way, Vic sends his regards. Everyone only.
Is it really a bottom 3 law school in the country? Bottom
Really?
3?
It's like DeVry. Is it like
guess.
DeVry? He's got the
That's
DeVry
tough,
law
man.
degree.
I wouldn't talk to these people in normal real life. And so, like, if you...
Well, how
Rekieta,
about
none of
no
this
one
would
wants
be
to talk to
happening.
you, though.
No, but none of this would be happening in normal real life anyway. Like,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? Like, you just be grateful that this opportunity exists for you because you were a complete failure before this. Curse you, internet! Well, the internet giveth and it taketh away, bro. I have to deal with all these nerdy trolls. They used to be your fans, you fucking moron, before you fucked them all over with your retarded antics. These fuckers, they defended you to the bitter end. Defended you for years.
But Ash, no one wants to talk to him. We're making fun of you. We're covering you. We don't like you. You're a piece of shit. I wouldn't even talk to these guys.
He destroyed his entire real life as well. So it's not just online. Nobody at the church wants to talk to you. You've been thrown the fuck out of there. You know, you have no real life friends. As you said, like, that's why you got with the polycule thing, because you'd have friends that understood what was going on. Well, that's all fucking failed. Looks like your marriage is on the rocks. The side piece is either out or she's out. So the whole polycule is fucking failed. But here he is, this smug sense of superiority. Who else in here is on trial for drugs? You know?
Like the craziest version of drugs.
Who else has had their 9-year-old test positive for cocaine? So this sense of superiority he has over others is totally unearned and insane.
Yeah.
You want to talk to me, like, I don't care who you actually are, but have some common fucking decency. Because I have
common decency.
Common decency from the guy whose 9-year-old tested positive for cocaine? For the guy who put on the baldo?
And who's smug about it?
Are you kidding me? The common decency, have the common decency not to flaunt your side piece in public and humiliate your wife and kids. How about you have the decency to do that? How about you have the decency to get your fucking women under control? But it's all falling apart, buddy. Basic decency.
It's everyone else's fault. It's everyone else's fault, guys. But his life is falling apart.
Have common decency with other people. When I find out that someone's just a fucking nerd with no joy in their life, I don't want them to
By the way,
no, they're taking joy in your downfall.
And they're add-ons. You don't know their life. You don't know what people's lives and how they're like doing.
You don't know me. That's what he'll actually say at one point, like a fat woman. He says, "You don't know me."
Oh, Z-Snap? You don't know me, sister.
You don't know my life.
So they're gone. And you'll know what I mean. I don't mean like...
How many viewers? Folks, how many viewers last night did he have? Anyone watch it? Go ahead.
I honestly have no idea. I doubt he had
I'm curious.
69.
69? 80 plus.
Probably less.
About 80. About 80.
Okay. Oh, I'm a nerd because I like books. I mean, you're a nerd because you're a nerd. So get out.
80 people for 80. Guys, he's making fucking peanuts for this.
Look at how defeated he is.
He is.
Look.
Wow.
Oh man.
Oh no. Look at his left eye. Like it's like swollen.
It's like he was Ralphed without being Ralphed. Somebody rearranged his face.
Wait, what the
He looks like he's about to cry, man.
Holy
It's never been this over. If only you knew how bad things really were. And he looks like that while saying other people are joyless.
Like,
Come
right?
on. Come on, man.
Clean your background if you're going to do a stream.
And all those people should be bullied and beaten.
You're calling
What
for
the
people to death. Look, he's looking at the ceiling cats. Look, he's looking up at the corner again.
Oh,
Beaten to death for making fun of you? Like, how thin-skinned is
what
this
a
guy?
bitch. What a bitch. And they should be bullied. Well, we're all bullying you. How about that? You know, I mean, for a good reason. We're not doing it out of malicious intent.
Yeah, no, I'm good with it. So to make sure that I was comfortable saying that. Very much so. Yeah, I was
Nick, no one gives a f what you think. No one gives a f that you think people are nerds. You're
Like,
a creep. Look
he's
at
just
him.
embarrassing himself.
This
Does he
is the
really?
guy
Oh, man.
that could say anything about anyone ever.
He really needs to just get off the internet.
Yeah.
really refreshing. It was good. It made me happy to do that. I have never blocked people on Twitter.
Look at those
You should
bracelets.
have.
The
What is
bracelets.
up? Like, so that's apparently Kayla and him's friendship bracelet. I didn't know that, but that's somebody informed me of that at the start of the stream.
But it has like a jingling.
But he looks really gay.
I may have an errant block in there somewhere, but I don't think I do. In something
He
like
did.
6 years, I haven't blocked any.
What a lie.
What a lie.
And today I just started blocking a whole shitload of people. And it's so great. Oh, so good. And I'm going
What?
to do it again.
He's acting like he's getting a job at blocking people on Twitter. If only it was so easy, you know? Like, he's so happy. He's like, oh, yeah.
Look at
I
this.
blocked them.
Mm.
But that's like busting a nut at the idea of blocking an A-log on Twitter. Like, come on.
And I'm going to do it again. As
Okay.
they, show up and waste my time. I'm just going to start
What's wrong
blocking
with
people.
this guy,
to 80 people, folks. To 80.
Oh my
And by the way,
God.
70 of them are A-logs who are like, okay, I can't wait to see this fucking downfall. No one, is there anyone rooting for him still?
No.
No, it's over.
There's a few. There's like 10 people on locals left, but
Jeez.
I gave them long enough. I'm done with them.
Everyone's saying no. Why, Nance?
somebody says he blocked me for asking him if he likes his kids like he likes his whiskey. 9 years old and full of coke. Oh, man, it's just ruthless, man.
Damn.
Oh, no.
Someone in chat, one guy in chat out of thousands, he
Nice
just
thing
wrote,
to boost
I
the
am.
audio a little bit.
All right, let me then, I'll lower yours a bit and then raise the max volume. Okay, that should work. Tell me if this is better, folks. Okay, Ashton, just talk for a second.
Test. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2,
Okay,
3.
you're fine there. And how's that?
And that makes me really happy.
Is that better, folks? Let me know.
And I found out that that's something that
Because it is a bit low. Yeah,
I'm
okay, cool.
focusing
It is
much
good.
more on in my life is joy. Those range cultures
Yeah.
really deserve it. Dude,
Yeah, you do need to
it's
focus
unhealthy.
more on joy. Like, he looks fucking so depressed and so sad and so downtrodden.
But there
And
is
he
no
just-
joy, though, to be had.
There is nothing to look at and be like, well, here's the silver lining.
You're
like,
waiting for
as-
jail.
Like his like current, like his present is grim, his near future is grim, and let's be real, even his distant future is really grim. The only hope this guy has in his whole life is that after he gets through all this bullshit and his divorce and whatever the fuck with the polycule and just being publicly embarrassed and humiliated again and again and again and
Mm.
potentially going to jail and all of that, he's never going to be an internet lawyer again. He's never going to make a living doing this again. And he's too fucking, privileged and too pathetic to work a real job because he thinks he's above it. So his only hope is just to wait for his parents to die and then try and coast out on his inheritance. But at this point, he might get disinherited with what an embarrassment he is. Like,
Yeah.
I think he's on thin ice, to be real.
Yeah.
That's his life.
Definitely.
Like there are some people out there who just like are really, really into it, which is fine. I just don't need them on my
Wait. How is it fine? Wait, what?
timeline.
Yeah, so Mr. Carve doesn't know about his rich parents. So years and years ago in Texas, when the Rekieta family lived there, they struck oil and they got rich off of oil money. So there's a trust fund, which is what put him through law school, and he didn't have to work a job at all through like the first 10 years of his marriage, raising all these kids, because his family said, as long as you have kids and raise them, we'll support you. So he's just a total trust fund baby, Nepo baby, has never earned anything in his life, has this unwarranted sense of superiority, and believes that he'll never face any real consequences because his parents will bail him out of everything.
Yeah. But they're starting to wake up, and
Post I make and every reply, because I've got other stuff to do and other stuff to talk about, and
like
they make
what?
it difficult to
you
even
got
have
nothing, dude. You're done.
There's so many
nothing.
court cases right now that he could be talking about, that the other Lawtubers are talking about, like that bitch with the suitcase trial or whatever.
Mhm.
That's going on. He could be covering that and raking in super chats, and that's all he really has. I mean, honestly, this is the path for his redemption arc. Shut the up about your case. Step 1, which is impossible. Step 2, like it's already mission impossible. Step 2, find a way to the polycule, find a way for it not to just completely implode and embarrass you and ruin your life, which is also impossible. But if he could manage those first 2, then step 3 would be he just does trial streams and does them consistently and just reads the super chats and goes home, and he just keeps doing that, and he could have a redemption. But instead, he chooses to fight with everybody and deny everything and be insane. And this is why he gets felted.
No, dude, I really think, though, his reputation is so felted, right, from his fucking arrogance, that even if he tried step 3, it wouldn't work.
Well, it probably wouldn't, but that's his only like viable.
It would be like
path.
4 or 5 years. It'd be 4 or 5 years of building it back up and proving, right? Actions speak louder than words. Okay, I could say I'm sober every day, but if I come into the stream and I'm like, you'll all be like, well,
and
clearly
you're right,
bullshitting.
US Hair Plugs Hamilton. A lot will still spit on him. But what you have to remember is that eventually people do move on.
Yeah.
If you stop spiraling and you stop being the current lolcow of the day, eventually most people will move on, right? But he just keeps bringing the spotlight back to him with these insane meltdowns.
Conversations with people. So I got rid of them. Yeah, man. These people are joyless. They have
joyless.
Look at you.
We're laughing. This rolls. We got 4,000 watching. Everyone's full of joy in this part.
The saddest guy to say that somebody else is joyless.
You know what I mean?
No concept of like comedy or humor or self-deprecation in any real capacity.
Self-deprecation. We all self-deprecate. Like no one cares about. Like what do you mean? But right now, wait. Like we're all pointing at you and laughing. Wouldn't you be self-deprecating in this situation? No, you're crying like a bitch and flagging people.
He's trying to pretend like the Kino Casino is a really self-serious show,
right?
And it's like, but have you looked at the show?
I got bunny
last
ears.
month.
I got bunny.
You know what I mean? Like they're so self-serious and they're just joyless over there at that show. I think that's a bit of projection from yourself, pal. All right, let's continue.
And they're always so fucking serious. And it's like, why?
No one is, though.
Why?
Who is? Who is actually like self-serious and seething? Like, I don't think it's us. I don't think it's Josh. Like, who is he talking about?
Yeah.
Like, has he ever considered that maybe like if a Kiwi Farms or random Twitter poster strikes that tone, that maybe they're trolling him?
Wait.
And he's taking the bait and seething? Like, I don't really get it.
He's the Joker now. Why so serious? No.
Can't you guys like?
You remember when he had the Joker poster and he signed it Joker himself?
Oh no. You know, the guy streaming at 4 a.m. is the one who's seething and serious. I mean, this is just wild stuff from him. It's just alternate reality takes. It really is. But by the way, like, isn't it? Shouldn't you take this a bit serious? Like, your 9-year-old tested positive for cocaine. You're facing criminal charges. Your YouTube career has imploded. Your marriage is imploding. Like, maybe you should be taking it a bit serious. Let's take joy in his marriage imploding.
By the way, yeah, he is the Joker, but Joker 2 and his future will be how the Joker 2 ended. All right.
Oh.
They'll take a joke all day, except for when you actually make one. Then they won't take a joke anymore. Then they want to call the fucking police because of jokes.
Well, you're telling them to call the police, and then you're upset today that they did.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Like, oh my God, when did the internet police show up to everything? It's like,
the internet police?
I don't. Whoa.
Person, they're talking, and I don't like them. Okay, cool.
Wait, so he's admitting that April being lost in the woods was him and her making a joke. Well, during this serious situation, probably don't do that. I don't know what to say.
I am tired of it.
Wait, by the way, this kitchen.
Look at it.
God.
There's dishes stacked to the top of the sink. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Right underneath the fucking play bar, you can see.
Oh, man.
Scroll over. Down. There's like, look.
Buddy, this is grim.
The other thing that makes me laugh is I know it's going to fucking bother them being called nerds.
But it's not.
Whoa.
That's you admitting that it bothers
that
you
hurts me.
to be called a nerd. It hurts him deep to be called that.
Ashton, it dug right into my core.
Oh,
a nerd. Shut the up, loser, you bum. You crackhead. Shut the
The
up.
projection's
Like,
unreal.
holy shit. Oh no, the crackhead called us a nerd. Whatever shall we do?
Because it always will. That's the funny thing about nerds. They're always bothered when they're reminded that they're nerds. The internet removed the ability for someone to get punched in the fucking mouth.
Rekieta, are you gonna punch anybody? Let's be real, dude. You're like 120 pounds soaking wet. Like, you look like you have rickets. You're fucking coked out, weak as fuck. You're gonna punch somebody in the face? Bullshit, buddy.
Shut the fuck up, Nick, you loser.
And it made these people think that they were like cool. It's like, all right, I don't.
Bitch, you're heading to jail. Like, I don't know what to say.
I don't think people on Kiwi Farms think they're the coolest motherfuckers.
No.
Around. Like, I just don't really believe that. You know, I just, people who watch Rekieta Law in general, who are fans and now haters, I don't think they consider themselves these cool, badass chads. I'm pretty sure they consider themselves, a lot of them, to be anime nerds and weebs and fucking. You were totally fine taking their nerd money until they became disappointed in your failures, and now you're like, fuck you, nerds. Sad.
Has he been watching 80s like John Hughes style films lately? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's taking a lot from these like old movies, and like, he's like, I'm the high school
Repair
bully.
Bot nailed it. Like, no grown ass man is thinking about nerd versus cool. Like, are you 12?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, this is why, like, getting made fun of, it bothers him so much. It brings him back to school when he got made fun of for being a fucking nerd, and he feels powerless and like there's nothing he can do. So then he projects that back onto the people making fun of him. Says, no, actually, it's you that's the nerd. I'm actually winning. It's like, well, none of these people have charges against them in the court of law. None of these people have been publicly humiliated like you and are ongoingly humiliated on a daily basis. Like, how about you just stop? Which he did for a while. I don't know if his parents took the router or what the fuck happened.
Kayla
why
left.
there was this. Well, that's it. I think Kayla or somebody fucking left. Something crazy happened, and now he's just spiraling again. It's unreal. This isn't even close to the fucking worst clip. Like, we honestly got to just power through this.
Nah, I'm having fun. I'm having fun. Let's milk this.
I've seen you people.
I miss going over Nick. Let's have fun. Let's you know what I mean?
All right.
You don't fit in at a brothel.
By the way, if you're watching on the clip
Why
channel,
would you want to fit in at a brothel? That's his own.
That's a wild
No, his
thing.
own is. You wouldn't fit in at a brothel.
Wait, what?
Well, no person in their right mind even wants to be at a fucking brothel anyway. Why would you want to pay if you could get it for free?
This is actually...
Hey, loser, you'd look out a place at a whorehouse full of the seediest underbelly of humanity. Isn't that now? Like, do you really think going to a whorehouse is cool? You're a married father of 5. Get a grip.
Buddy.
Get a grip.
You nerds are not cool enough to pay for sex. What? What kind of fucking statement was that?
You don't fit in anywhere. That's why you're on the internet.
You can't go to a speakeasy. You're on the internet. Does he think people on the internet don't leave their fucking house?
Well, some of them don't. Let's be real.
That's true. Yeah.
Let's be real. Like, the thing is, like, yes, there are a lot of terminally online people online. Yes, there are a lot of losers online.
So I don't.
Listen, let's all be real. Like, yeah, there's a lot of terminally ill, mentally ill, like losers online, but those are the same people who are your viewers, bro. Like the only reason that any of us are making any money at this at all really is because there are people that want to spend a lot of fucking time online, bro. Right. So don't bite the hand that feeds. You fucking nerds, you watch the live stream for 4 hours? Well, you better hope there's some fuckers out there who want to watch live streams for 4 fucking hours.
That's fine. Stay there. Just don't talk to me about how I live. Because I like my life way better than that.
Oh, I don't believe you. You like your life, huh?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
L.A. Noire.
Yeah.
That's L.A. Noire.
That's lie. Confront with evidence.
Press
your
B.
entire life. Like, shut up. The face of a winner.
I don't give a shit anymore.
Do you?
Buddy, if you didn't give a shit, you wouldn't be talking about it. Every time people go, I don't care. I don't give a shit. It's just a self-doubt because you do care. Otherwise, you wouldn't say anything. You wouldn't address it at all. It does bother you on some level. And look at him. He's felted there. Look at that felted face.
Oh, my God.
Looking down. That's an iconic felted face. That's iconic, dude. The chips are gone.
Well, either that or he's looking at his next line that he lined up on the kitchen counter.
People's.
By the way, if you're watching on the clip channel, hit like, leave a comment, share it around everyone. Thank you for being subbed, guys.
Like
24,000 subs and counting, guys. Thank you so much.
Imposition of my personal policies.
What?
I didn't block people because I didn't want to block people. Well, 7 years of retards.
Yeah, it's 24,000 on YouTube. I'm just doing this for the
it wasn't 7 years. It was the last 7 months, Nick. Come on. Stop coping.
You are coping. This is really a coping seed, man.
Every pause is a foul. Like every single facial expression is just pure misery and seed.
Oh, he's a paying customer. Okay, go. Don't pay me anymore.
What, is that a smart business? It's like, don't pay me anymore. He's like, I have a trust fund. It's like, why should anyone give you anything then? You fucking bum.
Right?
Animal.
I just don't care. I really do appreciate all of you. Every single person who's
all eight.
Wait a minute. So no, but he just said, like, I don't care if you're a paying customer. F you. I really appreciate all of you guys.
Makes no sense.
I only appreciate you, though, if you enable every one of my toxic activities and never criticize me about anything. Just suck my balls and give me money. That's what you're here for. Ha ha ha.
Do you believe him?
I mean, he's basically mask off with his insanity.
With me through all of this stuff. But if someone's going to be here just f***ing bitching, goodbye. I'm done with it. Again, I'll say it one more time for those in the back. When the government can take your kids.
I love streams, by the way, where people are making food and eating.
I know, right?
Oh, it's the greatest.
None of this.
I always understand if someone's like eating in the background after like a long stream, but the entire thing is just making food and
You could have taken that frame and you told anybody that that was him in the middle of crying, like weeping, and they would believe you. Look at him. That's like he's weeping, like full on sobbing, like somebody died, sobbing.
Oh man.
And he's going to tell us here, oh, well, now that the government can take my kids, everything is small in comparison. But you're seething about every little small thing and not really seething as much about the government. So, like, it doesn't even make sense. It's obvious this still affects you. It still bothers you, or you wouldn't be addressing it. You wouldn't be flagging down Elissa clips for exposing it.
Bum.
Other shit matters. People are toxic.
Toxic.
They're not good.
You're
Toxic.
You're
Shut the fuck up.
unironically saying toxic. He used to clown on people, clown on SJWs and liberals for saying toxic. Guys, it's all become so toxic. No, you made it that way. When you fucking railed cocaine on live stream, blood came from your nose. You were jerking off, getting suckies from the mistress under the fucking table, cheating on your wife, embarrassing your 5 fucking kids, got busted for fucking cocaine possession, firearm, illegal usage, ketamine tablets, the whole fucking 9. Your 9-year-old daughter got exposed for using cocaine, okay, that you gave her. God knows what the happened. I don't even really want to know. It's so grimy. Your kids were hungry. They were stinky. Like the church reported that. This is your doing. You made it toxic, Rekieta. Nobody else did. You put on the baldo. There's so much that went on. It's hard to repeat it all.
Good for your life. You fucked with one too many streamers.
What?
What?
And they're unappeasable and joyless. So they can just go.
It's everyone else's fault, not mine. They're all the snakes. They're all the cocksuckers. It's like the straight up, it's Review Tech. It's Ralph. Listen, when everyone is shitting on you, everyone, or at least most people, and you're blaming it on other people, like, how about you look in the fucking mirror? But they never will.
Here we go. This is now the new cope that Rekieta's come up with.
Wow. Okay.
So Rekieta's cope for why the pastor reported his children coming to them and saying they were stinking, they were hungry, daddy's like a fucking drug addicted bum, and mandatorily reporting that, right? His new cope for that is that trolls sent a video to the pastor of all of his blasphemy. The problem with that narrative is that video was made 2 weeks ago. It wasn't made 7 months ago. It was made on Kiwi Farms 2 weeks ago, Rekieta.
We played it on the show.
The video was made after, and everybody knows that it was made after.
Well, also the claims weren't about blasphemy. It was about like bathing and clothing and not and hungry.
So you're telling me the pastor just made all this stuff up out of thin air,
right?
Because he got sent a troll video? Come on, stop it.
No,
that's the help.
Things that I learned is
Stop.
that someone compiled stuff I said about Jesus out of context.
No, it wasn't out of
context.
What are you talking about out of context? You labeled a lot of these Bible study streams, pal. Like, it wasn't out of context. Maybe the context is that you're drunk and high, and what you said was insane, blasphemous, offensive to the Christian faith. I mean, that was the context.
Look at him here, Ash.
Buddy, he looks like he did the night where he was arrested.
Yeah,
that's the exact same sort of faces he was pulling while he was fucking railing lines, and April was under the desk.
And sent it to the pastor who reported us. So the pastor's report is influenced by.
No, it's not. It's a
out
lie.
of context quotes.
I don't even understand. I don't even understand. Why is he even saying this is my point, because it's not going to matter in court. It's completely irrelevant.
It's a lie.
Right? Nobody that's an A-log is going to believe this. This is just a new lie cope for the fucking locals, piggies. to be like, oh, guys, this is why. It's not that I was getting up 11 times during service to powder my nose. I lost all this weight visibly. My hands and knees were shaking in church, which we have on video, him shaking like alcoholic shakes at church. I mean, it's not obvious to everybody that I was on drugs at church. And also that my kids, they were stinking because their clothes weren't washed for weeks. And, the pastor smelled it on them, and they were starving and begged the pastor for food. And then the pastor, out of concern for me and my family, contacted. It couldn't be that. No. It was that the pastor received an email from Kiwi Farms user 937 with a video that was made 7 months later that didn't even exist at the time.
Time machine.
And it was sent in. And then the pastor decided to just make up out of nowhere with no evidence whatsoever that my kids were hungry and stinking and that I was on drugs.
Did anyone believe this?
That's what we're meant to believe.
Did anyone, even his biggest fans, believe this?
Nobody.
They couldn't have.
Trying to create time travel.
I
I wasn't aware that Josh Moon knew the secrets of time travel to send A-logs back in time to felt you to the pastor.
Right?
Made about Jesus, which are quotes not of authority, because I'm not an authority on the Bible.
Then don't talk about shit you're not an authority about. It's called Rekieta law, not Rekieta Bible study. But you seem pretty authoritative when you made those statements that Jesus was a racist, that Jesus was a sinner, that Jesus would put strip poles in church. Like, this is the stuff that he said.
That's insane.
This is the stuff that he said. And now he's I wasn't an authority. Like, give me a break,
It was
pal.
Eric
What a
July.
hope. Yeah, it was Eric July.
At all. Just a guy who likes to read and think.
Remember when he blamed
Just a
everything on
guy who
Eric
likes to
July?
read.
Remember when
Well, maybe, yeah, I know. Well, maybe he should read the Bible until he actually understands it before running his fucking dick licker about things. I just like to read. And it's like, no, on your first reading, you're not a Bible teacher. You're a Bible learner. Okay. You can't just go, oh, I read this passage. Now let me explain it to everybody like I have decades of theological knowledge under my belt. No, you. He doesn't get to run away from this shit. You said it, own it. And we all know what you said and how you said it.
It was to grift conservative people who are religious and wanted to hear about that stuff and gave him money. And then he acted like he was an authority on it. And then said everything opposite.
Well, and part of it was after all this shit went down, and what he wanted to do was intentionally upset the people. And this is what's the most sick about this guy. He wanted to intentionally upset the members of his audience that were Christian and were trad, who had turned their backs on him because he turned their back on them by becoming a drunken, cuckold, degenerate baldo wearer. And so because he felt betrayed by those people, because he betrayed their values, he decided that he was going to put them in the mud and rub their fucking nose in it. Yeah, your Jesus is a sinner. Your Jesus is a racist. Your Jesus would put strip poles in church. That's what he did because he's a sick fuck. He was never a Christian a day in his life. He was more pathetic than atheists. He was an atheist who played pretend to appease other people because he was too much of a coward to actually speak his true beliefs. It's the lowest of the fucking low, is what he is. He's a grifting fucking slime ball. And what he did towards the end there with a lot of these clips that came months and months after the pastor's report that he now blames for the pastor's report was shameful. Absolutely shameful and disgusting, trying to put down the members of his own audience who had faith. Him.
The text was me doing textual criticism of various parts of the Bible because I find it interesting. And but
you don't start being a Bible teacher just because you find it interesting, right? Anyway, let's keep going. This is ridiculous.
About
cheeky
Jesus' divinity.
Buddy, you don't get cheeky about Jesus' divinity. Like, that's the one thing you don't get cheeky about. Like, if you are a real Christian and you believe that you're worshiping the supreme sovereign of the universe, the omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent Son of God, you don't start fucking pissing on the Son of God and mocking and being cheeky with the Son of God. Like the Bible teaches to not fear those who can destroy the body, to not fear earthly men and A-logs and Kiwi farmers, but to fear the living God who can destroy both body and soul in hell. So you clearly never took these beliefs seriously whatsoever, because instead of mocking the human beings that you could mock for fallible reasons, you mocked the infallible, perfect Son of God and denied his sinless nature, which is what gives redemption and clemency for sin. Like, you're a piece of shit. Fuck you.
Which I actually believe in. Never didn't. There's a point.
Come on.
I think the fact that God came down as man, and I don't think Jesus saw himself as sinless.
Yes, he did.
The way he describes sin at the Sermon on the Mount, I think he very clearly.
Wait, is he preaching again now?
No, he's doubling down on it. He's doubling down on that Jesus is a sinner. Oh my God, have mercy, literally, God, please.
Considers himself a sinner. It
was out of context, guys.
Without sin. That's fine. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point of the religion.
He just considers himself without sin. I don't think that God is constrained by some rule that requires a pure blood sacrifice to forgive sin.
It's God's law. It's God's law. Read the book of Hebrews. Read the book of Romans. Learn. You idiot. Children know this. I knew this before I was 5 years old. This is crazy. Oh, man.
Give you. Like, he could just do that because he's God, right? But people are like, nope, he couldn't do that. He needed Christ to die on the cross. That was the only way. Like, you sound like a scoffer. You sound like a skeptic. You sound like a disbeliever. You're basically saying God's a retard. This is the sort of shit that atheists say. Well, why would God need to sacrifice his own son? It doesn't make sense. Well, God confounds the wisdom of this world. God makes the foolish to be wise and the wise to be foolish. And that's exactly what Rekieta has trapped himself in. He exalts himself. He thinks he's so wise. He's so learned. And God humbles his ass and makes him a fool.
No, he's been watching Amazing Atheist videos, Ashton.
Oh, yeah.
He's been watching the latest on the TJ front.
Sense. That's magic. That's not religion. That's not faith.
What do you mean? Religion is magic. I don't know. You're telling me God can't do magic? Then why would he be God? Like, are you serious, bro?
This is actually...
Look at him there, buddy. He's possessed by demons. He's actually demonically possessed in this moment.
This guy
that is Satan speaking through him. Look at him. He's evil.
And so it's like, problem is I get into discussions about that and I actually think through the problems.
It's that nobody else has thought about it.
I think
you're the first person. Yeah, you're the first person who ever came up with this stuff. This is cringe, man. This is very, very cringe, man. Very cringe.
I often come to a conclusion that sounds something like regular Christian doctrine, but sometimes there's a period in the middle where I'm like, that's kind of weird. It's kind of a strange part of the text.
This is the insanity. Like, he just doesn't know. Like, we walk by faith, not by sight. Like, man doesn't know better than God. Does the clay question the potter? Why did you make me this way? But that's what Rekieta does. Rekieta questions God. Why did you do it this way, God? Well, I'm the first person who ever thought of these questions. There are no answers. There are no apologetics for this. If you wanted the answers and you wanted the apologetics and you wanted to believe and you didn't want to be like this, there are answers and resources available. You know what I mean? These aren't questions that have never come up before. You're the first person in 2,000 years. No, shut your fucking mouth. You're an ignoramus. You don't know anything about the scriptures, but you want to prattle on as though you're better than everybody. You know all, you see all, you know nothing. You know nothing.
And people take that and they go, see, he's hates Jesus. It's like, no, I like that guy. He's funny.
What?
You like Jesus because he's funny.
Okay, Ash, this is getting a little.
I
This is on. How do you even like? Go ahead, Ash.
no,
PP
but he's
preacher,
just,
go
no,
ahead.
no. What he's
What do you-
doing is he's just trying to make people like me mad.
Yeah, that's what
You
it
know,
seems like.
He's trying to make people who have faith, or people who even have, maybe they've lost their faith, or maybe they never had faith, but they had respect for the Bible and respect for its traditions and respect for the framework of morals that it's provided that
Yep.
helped build Western civilization to what it is today. He just wants to piss those people off because he has nothing else but being a spiteful, pathetic loser who pisses on anything that is good or great or that people have respect for or reverence for. Because this is this like f***ed up Gen X type mentality that he has. And why he thinks Dick Masterson is so cool is this idea that anything that is reverent or people hold in high regard, that people would consider holy or sacred, needs to be tore down. Anything that's beautiful needs to be made ugly because of pathetic pieces of shit like this that just don't want there to be anything like that because they're so cool and badass. It's pathetic.
Yeah.
It's a sad mentality. It's a teenager mentality.
Well, and also he wants to rip the Bible apart and Jesus and all this stuff to be like, well, there's no point in in listening to it, and that's why he does drugs. That's why it's okay to be a bum and a lazy piece of shit and an asshole and arrogant and this and that, because the Bible doesn't want you to do that. It wants you to be kind, but he's not. So he's making excuses. It's all excuses.
He hangs around with cool people. That whole discussion to me was more about, do I care if Jesus wasn't sinless? No.
Well, you
I don't
should.
give a shit.
What do you mean you don't
Says-
care? I mean, that's the entire crux of the religion. If Jesus is a sinner, then the Bible is a lie, and therefore you shouldn't believe it, and the people who believing it are fools.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it does actually matter. It's not something, I don't give a shit or I don't give a shit. I mean, this is like the core tenet of the entire religion. It's not about like, oh, well, I choose to believe in predestination and somebody else chooses not to believe in predestination. That may or may not be a salvation matter. The question of whether or not, or, some people believe in premillennialism, other people don't. That may not be a salvation matter. But the question of believing whether or not Jesus Christ is the sinless Son of God or not is actually a salvation matter. Like, it's the most basic John 3:16 salvation you could possibly think of. Like, even faith-only religion requires you to at least have faith alone, which he doesn't even have. So he's lost. He's damned. This is insane.
Well, all right. And Range Queen, he goes, PvP, he's a junkie, LOL. No, but even when he was only drinking and it was sort of obvious he wasn't on hard drugs, he was saying shit like this before too, right? He was saying the exact same shit before. And I mean, why did he get into like the right-wing space? Like who brought him into the right-wing space? I know he was on Warski Live, which was more right-wing, obviously. So maybe picking up those viewers, he started talking about it more or something. I don't know.
He was supposed to be actually living that life, which for a long time,
right? Yeah.
I think he actually was living that life for like the most part of his like 30s and stuff before he became a YouTuber. Like he did actually have 5 kids and he did actually go to church on every Sunday. And when he first started on YouTube, he wouldn't even swear, which, that's taking the religion pretty seriously.
Yeah.
To not even swear. To say that, neither salt nor fresh water but both will not come out of my mouth. There will only be fresh water to come out of my mouth. That's taking the scriptures really seriously to believe that. And that's what he was taught. And now to, at this point, be straight up denying the sinless nature of Jesus Christ because you wanted to do cocaine and put on baldos and be a degenerate and be a swinger. You've lost your way. You've lost your mind. This is being angry at Christ because he won't let you do whatever you want to do. This is being angry because for part of your life, you felt repressed and constrained by rules, by saying you couldn't just cheat on your wife. You know, you can't just embarrass the mother of your children like this and publicly cheat on her and strap yourself to sex crosses and strap on baldos. It's like, well, fuck you, Jesus. I want to do that. That's what he's saying. This is sad. It's very sad because when he actually was upright and stood by the scriptures and lived that way, he had success. He had fame. He had money. He had a family. He had respect. And now he has none of it.
He was also spreading a positive message. Now people in chat are going, hang on, is this Worski's fault that I had Worski live? No, I don't think that's the case. But yeah, this is ridiculous, dude.
Jesus cannot sin against himself. That's how I reconcile that, Nick. Of course he can. Why can't he? Like if Jesus just murdered a guy, like that'd be sinning against himself. It wouldn't, I guess you could say.
The Worski curse strikes again.
Like, why is he, and he's doing it again. So he said like all this stuff's out of context. It's not fair. But here he is like just thinking these thoughts that are impure in and of themselves. To be thinking about Christ murdering people and stuff like that.
It's
you know by the nature of Christ that he would never murder anyone. You know, like this is wild stuff.
He's like lashing out. It feels like it's lashing out and putting excuses and all this bullshit. He really is just lost. He's a lost human being. And you know what's funny? When I first started covering him with you, I would say things like, hey, man, quit drugs and alcohol. It helps me. I don't even care anymore. It's a lost cause. There are some addicts who want to learn to be better, and there are some who will never have the chip, who will never have the 1 day chip even. And those people, you could try, beg them, please, just trust me. But you know what? He spits in my face. He spits in your face. He spits in everyone's face. He wants to do the lines, do the alcohol. Have at it, bud. Have another one on me. Okay, buddy? I don't fucking care.
And God makes a choice.
And you know what? It's like we tried so hard to not only be entertaining and funny, but we had the best advice where Dick Masterson was like, let him do coke, let him drink. Well, have fun, bud. And where's Ralph now? Where's Dick Masterson now? They're not behind him. They're not helping him.
No.
Of right and wrong, God can only choose right, then Jesus' choices are always right, therefore he's sinless. But that's like it's a fallacy. That's not a real way to get to that. That's a philosophical cheat mode.
What
but
the
whole
fuck?
thing is,
so he's like, God's using cheats, like it's God.
I tip my fedora to you, good sir. Can God make a stone so big he cannot lift? I tip my fedora to you, good sir. I mean, that's what he's doing.
Really?
Wow, a logical fallacy. Can God make a square wheel? You know, like it's like we've heard this before, pal. At least I have. You know, this isn't groundbreaking material. You're not like some fucking genius, okay? You're not Richard Dawkins. You're not Christopher Hitchens. You're not even TJ Kirk level. TJ Kirk has a better understanding of theology than you do, bro. This is like level fucking zero.
But you know what, Ashton? It's God's fault. It's all of our faults for actually like observing and being like, what are you doing? Okay? Even people who are probably alcoholics or drug addicts are like, listen, bud, you're taking it too far. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
But he spits on all of our
the pastor who reported us.
Go ahead, Nick.
Got video compilations from people about things I said about religion.
He's so
he
low
never talked
energy
to me about them. He could have. I talked to him.
How? The compilation came out last week, you fucking asshole.
How could you have talked to him about it when the compilation is at most 2 weeks old? Doesn't make any sense.
All the time. But he never said anything. Not one thing.
No, he revealed.
No,
he went to the.
By the way,
go ahead.
The pastor says that he pulled Rekieta aside many times.
He probably did.
And Nick himself has said that. So what was the whole issue where you were teaching Bible class, right, at the church? The pastor pulled you aside and said, like, I don't want you teaching Bible class anymore. I'm not going to let you do that. So there were discussions by your own admission with the pastor that you told us about. So don't sit here and say there were never any theological differences between you or the pastor never came to you at any point. Oh, I know the pastor talked to you, pal. He talked to you a lot, and you guys had a lot of disagreements and a lot of friction because you were destroying your life and embarrassing your family, and he tried to stop you from that.
Also, you know what's actually really crazy about what he's doing right now? He knows for a fact, and so do we with the police reports, right? And the fucking pastor, what he said, and all the other people who came out. We know for a fact that he wasn't washing his kids, the laundry, this, that, the other, the polycule, all this crazy shit, right? He is literally right now blaming religion on why his kids weren't taken care of. They actually were. They were actually the most fucking privileged kids on the block. No, they weren't, first of all. Secondly, you're blaming Jesus on that? Like,
well, and that's
crazy.
Brad Schrock brings up the pastor did a sermon alluding to his bullshit where he said, like, will you have time to repent? Will you know when Jesus comes? No one knows the day or the hour. And you might have been a Christian and have fallen from grace and be in a condition where you're not saved when Christ returns. So are you prepared? And that's what he was saying to him. And then like the next week he got arrested. He wasn't prepared. He was living his life wrong. And the police found that.
He's a piece of shit, dude.
Thing. I think he's an absolutely terrible human.
What?
Not one thing.
Yeah, he's saying the pastor's
I think
terrible
he's an absolutely terrible human.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure the pastor is way worse than you, the fucking crackhead. The literal crackhead.
Uh-huh. He's the terrible person for trying to help you be a better person. What a horrible man.
And protect people, protect the kids.
What a horrible man for trying to help your kids get a meal and clean clothes.
Isn't it just like a dirty addict to fucking blame everyone? And again, we're talking about not only blaming people, but religion, he's probably a horrible person. I bet you my fucking left nut, he's done more like this week for people than you've done in your whole life, Nick. You fucking leech. You leech off your parents. You leech off off their generosity. You leeched off everyone, off every other YouTuber for views. You, Nick.
I just thought he was a mediocre pastor before, but he
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But people show you the truth about them.
So, but why are you going to the church of a mediocre pastor to begin with? Like, if the guy is such a terrible person and so mediocre and so low level, then why did you put him in charge of teaching your kids? Why did they go there to be schooled and be homeschooled, then go to a public school? If that pastor is so bad and the program that he has installed there is so bad, it's an absolute cope, buddy. You're absolutely coping, and it's pathetic.
Not the only words I've said to that pastor. I said, where was my family's pastor?
What?
And no one believes him, by the way. There's not a single soul out there who believes this. Blame it on everyone else. Everyone else's fault, not the fucking 29 grams of fucking coke, you fucking cracker. And by the way, it wasn't just coke. It was cat. They're doing Molly, probably like fucking crack and meth and shit. Like
God even knows. Nobody knows. Like there was weird brown substance that they test positive on. Anyway, okay, we got more. So now he's gonna see that Sean.
No, not Sean.
Sean literally did nothing wrong other than defend this guy for even a second or ever think this guy was his friend. That's all Sean's ever done wrong. Now Rekieta's going to see that Sean for God knows what reason. Let's hear.
Alrighty.
Is that a sandwich for Sean? No, I don't have 2 loaves of bread.
Whoa! Zing! What is Zing King? He doesn't have 2 loaves of bread to make the sandwiches for Sean. Do you get it? Because Sean's fat. Well, I would sooner be fat like Sean than be a fucking cuckold, baldo wearing, drug addicted, criminally charged loser like you, bud.
Isn't he in a happy
all day, all night
shit too?
Yeah, I mean, Sean actually is a lawyer. Yeah. Sean actually has clients. Sean actually practices the profession for which he went to school. And so far as I know, isn't a trust fund Nepo baby bum.
or crackhead.
You
There
want
you
a
go.
fucking nerd? There's one.
Sean is one
Oh,
occasion.
he's a nerd.
He's a nerd.
But he like,
I'm gonna paint my models. Yeah, have fun. What a
well,
loser.
well, at least his hobby
Wait a minute.
is
He's
painting
talking about
models.
painting models. This guy has Warhammer 40K books.
Yeah.
He spent thousands getting the rare Warhammer books. He paints Warhammer models. Are you fucking? He's done this on stream. Rekieta's done this on stream, like it can be found. What is he talking? Yes, he did it with Sargon.
Isn't though being a nerd who paints whatever Warhammer models or whatever the hell, isn't that better than being a cokehead? You fucking
Bring
idiot.
stuff up in chat. This guy wants to talk about nerds and shit. You filmed yourself getting stepped on by like 5 women at a convention.
Right?
It's pretty nerd-like, bro. You went to a comic convention and got stepped on by anime girls. That sounds pretty nerdy to me, bro.
You know?
He was a cheerleader in college. He was a cheerleader, for sake.
Start remembering,
Yes!
like, all these
He
people
wore,
are actually.
like, you just can't even remember it all. The guy wore women's clothes.
You know?
He wore a skirt and thigh-high socks and pretended to be an e-girl dressed as Sailor Moon.
just losers, and the internet made them forget that they were. And they should. all
That's
be
who you
shunned.
are.
I mean, you can't
That's
shove him
who
into a
you are. You are a nerd and a loser, and just like all of us. And the internet made you forget that's what you were. Never forget where you came from, which he hasn't, which is why he's projecting this onto everybody. Just full on projection. Shoved in a locker. Has anybody ever seen this happen? I have never actually seen it happen in real life.
No.
Has anybody ever seen somebody get shoved in a locker?
Yes,
Like
I did.
the lockers at my high
I did.
school were way too small, but it was he wanted to go in, right?
Yeah, it was like for like a prank, but then no one let him out. Like, it was like a joke. No one let him out until like the teachers heard him like knocking.
You have to be pretty small to get in the locker.
He was
to
tiny,
begin with.
yeah. He was a small guy, yeah.
Go back
And it was
to
like a double locker, you know, like not like the half lockers.
where they were. Can you imagine that 700-pound? Oh, if you ever listen to one of his boring ass streams, he sits there. He's like,
Buddy, you
Yeah,
were a
he's
part of
better,
his,
but
You were
he's
a part
better
of
than
his-
you.
buddy. Rekieta calling somebody else boring and low energy.
Exactly.
Rekieta's terrible. He was always carried by having a panel of 10
I
other
was
people to
about
fill
to
dead air.
You guys, when we look back at his highlights, right? The Depp trial, the fucking the Kyle Rittenhouse, all that, there was always 10 other lawyers there. It wasn't entertaining because Rekieta, he was the host. It was like Tonka Saw. Kumite wasn't popular because Tonka Saw. It was because Jim was there, I was there, everyone was there, right? So stop acting like you were like the top, dude.
and a 16 grams oblivion blow. He'll like say these expressions that he's either made up or stolen from some shitty book. And he acts like he's cool. Like, you know, he's done all this stuff and he's got this experience. He's a criminal.
I don't think Sean acts like he's cool. Do you?
No.
Like, is Sean wearing sunglasses, buying fucking Ford Mustangs that he puts vanity law plates on?
You know?
You know what I
Exactly,
mean?
yeah.
Like, what are you talking about,
And
Rekieta?
Sean, are you here? Do you
This
hear
is just
this?
projection from you. Sean is like very uncool. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like, but he is like, he's not trying to be cool.
Not in
He's
a bad
trying.
way. Not in a
He's
bad
trying.
way.
No, what it is he's a professional.
Yes,
He's
exactly.
trying to be a lawyer. Lawyers are not really known for being cool. You know what I mean? Like, being a lawyer is usually like a very boring, very mundane professional thing, at least most real life lawyers. Now, the image of like high power lawyers on TV that Rekieta wishes he was is what he tries to be and tries to be cool. But Sean is a real life lawyer who has real life cases, which he's actually won.
I think Sean is cooler than fucking Nick. You know, because he's professional. He actually like, you know, he's cooler than you, Nick. You're a bum, dude.
Criminal defense attorney. But it's like, no, look at him. He's just a model painting fat nerd, which is fine. It's probably.
Is it fine? Everything's fine. I love him. I
where
wish
did
you $1
where
million.
did this Where did this come from?
Oh, because
This
he's
nerd
seething
thing.
because Sean's doing well in his fucking life. That's why. It's seethe.
You want defending you, honestly. You probably don't want me. I'll probably ruin something for you, but
You ruined everything. He's right about that. He is right about
but
that.
he thinks he's the Adam ruins everything. Like he's just so smart and so enlightened that he just drops these pearls of wisdom that make people upset because they can't handle his righteous truth.
Yeah, he's so
Like,
smart that we don't get it.
That's what he thinks, right? Oh yeah, I just offended you, didn't I? Triggered. Like this is his mentality.
Yeah, man, you're winning.
he's fine with that. But stop trying to like pretend to be cool. Because
Does he pretend to be cool?
Is that what people want from a lawyer? Is for them to be cool, or do they want somebody who's competent?
Listen, if I turn on a Sean stream and he's wearing a leather jacket and sunglasses, okay, maybe Rekieta is making a point, but he's not. He's not
This is just so
bonzing
weird.
it up. Hey, I'm Sean.
Concerned over whether a grown-ass man in their middle age, like in their 40s and 50s, is
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
Like there comes a time when there are things more important than being cool,
Not
like
in high school or college,
like your family, or like like actually like being
Making
a professional,
money.
and not having your life fall apart completely and be criminally charged. Like
Yeah.
being cool, it doesn't really matter at all.
No.
that's weird. You're not cool. We can all see you. But he does.
Are you cool?
He thinks.
I guess he thinks he is.
And then all of a sudden he's like, Nick, you got caught with blah, blah, blah.
Let him cope.
Okay.
Miss is potentially criminal.
Has gifted 5
Oh,
subs.
that's Sean's wife. Let's go.
Can't be the real Sean's wife.
I don't know, maybe.
Like, I'm sorry.
Probably, honestly.
Does that affect you? Please tell me more about it. All
I
these little
wonder if
bitches
she's
singing
jealous of Lady Rekieta that,
Wait.
you know,
Let me just open up
he
a
gets
separate
cheated on
tab here.
publicly in an insane polycule. I'm sure she's really jealous of that. She just wants. Wouldn't she rather have a cool husband who cheats on her with fucking Minnesota
Oh,
Ford?
yeah, I'm sure,
Yeah.
right?
You really want a cool husband that does cocaine and destroys his business and loses all his money and potentially goes to jail. It makes sense. Yeah.
By the way, I was told to check the vape. People are saying in
Didn't
chat.
inhale?
He didn't inhale. You saw that?
I don't know. Whoa, he didn't inhale. I don't know. Like,
that's a real nitpick right there, isn't
No.
it?
whining and crying at me. My friend, I'm worried about. No, you aren't. They never were. There's
And
like
thanks,
they
everyone. Look for the
actually
support.
were, right? Like, it would be better for them. And this, like, all of the Lawtubers wanted Rekieta to stay afloat because he helped them.
Yeah.
When they went on his show or he went on their show, it helped everybody. So of course they wanted you to succeed. And of course, to a certain degree, they all swept for you, hoping that you would clean up your act and say the right things and do the right things to get everything back on track. But at every single turn, you did the wrong things. And one by one, they all put down their brooms, picked up a pitchfork, and made money off your stupid ass.
Yep.
That's what
my
happens.
Exactly.
friend, I'm worried about. No, you
By
aren't.
the way, we also had a few of them on, and a lot of them, there was pushback.
Yes.
Right? Even Sean was like, I hope that he could make, we're like, I don't know, Sean, I don't know. But they still were trying. They were trying to help you.
They never were. There's like 3 or 4 people out there who are actually concerned for me from jump, stayed concerned with me because they're actually friends. The rest most people are just neutral, which is perfectly acceptable.
But you
Who
can tell
cares?
it's not.
Why
him.
does it have to be
You can
acceptable?
tell unless you're actively sweeping for him, he doesn't like you.
Yeah.
He only likes Dick Masterson, EVS, and Ralph. That's pretty much it. That's what he's talking
But EVS, we covered it. It was so sarcastic. And by the way, during EVS's pill stream last night, okay, he's like, listen, I don't get drunk all the time. I'm not a drunk like Rekieta. He starts shitting on Rekieta, calling Rekieta. He's like, listen, I'm not Rekieta status right now. EVS, drunk off his ass, is shitting on Rekieta. It's clear. It's sarcasm, dude. It's clear now.
A couple of people are overtly hostile for no fucking reason.
But in his mind, being overtly hostile is just joking about it. In his mind, being overtly hostile is just making fun of him in any way, or saying anything that isn't a full-on sweep is like evil. That's what he's talking about. Like, and I don't know how he can expect people to defend his behavior. Like he did, like Yellow Flash disavowed his behavior, and he just lost his mind at Yellow Flash. But what do you expect people to do? Because you don't give an alternative explanation at all. You claim that there's an alternative explanation. You claim that everybody should trust the plan about your daughter testing positive for cocaine. You did it again. No, you did. He did it again during this stream. But you say, I have to keep it secret. Well, it all just sounds like cope. So when public figures are getting pressed by their audience, hey, do you support this guy's behavior? Or like, are you going to sweep for him? Or do you say it's bad? And you give them nothing to work with and just tell them, oh, well, loyalty to the Baldo Pope alone should be enough, and expect other people to go down with you, other people to defend your behavior and look stupid. That's unreasonable and insane.
Yep.
I was never, ever rude to them or bad to them. But man, were they just waiting for the opportunity to really show the world how much they needed to make me wrong about something.
But you are wrong. It's easy to tell, by the way.
Man. So now he's going to see about legal mindset.
No, not legal mindset.
So all in a row, we're getting through all these seeds.
Yep.
I didn't watch the video, but like legal mindset, it's like why people stopped interacting with Nick Rekieta. It's like I stopped inviting people on my show because I couldn't reliably say I would be on a given night. I think you guys remember
what?
Before I got arrested, my schedule was very erratic and I was canceling a lot of shows. I think it's obvious now I was dealing with a maniac.
What?
Yeah, the maniac was yourself. Like
wait, who's he blaming this on now?
He's blaming Aaron Imholte, but then moments later he's gonna blame himself being sick.
Oh, so he is.
We're still going with the cope, where he was sick for all of those shows.
Oh, the 174 degree.
Yeah, and he wasn't on drugs at all. The fever was totally real. That would have given him brain damage at 107 degrees or whatever. It's like, bro, just stop lying. Stop blaming other people. Like, this is crazy.
As part of it, and I was genuinely sick. When I said I was sick, I was genuinely sick. That was never a lie, not once.
It was a lie every time. Are you serious? When he says he was sick, he was generally maybe sick from drugs.
Yeah, he was
like
sick from
hungover.
Drugs, yeah.
Like when you missed the court for April's speeding ticket or parking ticket or whatever it was. Yeah, I think you were hungover then. But like he still wants us to believe this. He still wants us to believe this nonsense. Like, just come clean. Just come clean, dude.
You're on a bender. You're on a fucking ketamine, whiskey, coke bender. We know.
Man.
We know.
You know, to be known. But that being said,
how about don't bring this up instead of lying about it? Just don't say anything. Move on.
Like, I stopped inviting people on the show because I couldn't promise to actually show up to my own show.
What?
That's why.
Isn't that crazy?
Wild.
He couldn't promise to show up to his own show. Maybe that did have something to do with the fact nobody wanted to work with you anymore because you couldn't be reliable and professional and to show up, even to your own show, let alone their shows. Like,
people
what the fuck?
That's a self-felt, isn't it?
It really is.
Interacting with me. Legal Mindset can make up whatever reason he wants. I stopped interacting with him because he's a fucking nerd. He's sitting here selling this like, here's how you go be a big swinging in Asia. It's like, why? Because you couldn't in the US? What's wrong?
Listen, in an alternate timeline, guaranteed Rekieta would have moved to Southeast Asia.
Yep.
Like if in an alternate timeline where Lady Racket said, no, I won't be doing the cocaine, and no, I won't be taking the Baldo, and you've lost it, and I'm taking the kids, he would have absolutely fled the divorce rape to Southeast Asia and talked about how badass he was fucking prostitutes. Like, there's an alternate time. It may still happen. It may be in the future where he's hanging out in Southeast Asia doing the exact same shit. By the way, look at him here. What's going on? Is he drooling from his mouth?
Yeah.
Like, what is that? It's like snot all over his fucking lips and mouth, his blowhole.
Ash, look at this. Is this not comically like, oh my God, look at that pause?
Buddy, he looks like Asian, or his eyes are swollen shut.
It's like he's in Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Yeah.
Wrong with
Totally
you.
sober,
Oh, wait.
bud.
Yo, what's up, Texas Wench?
Look at you. There's tons wrong with you. First of all, you're a fucking nerd. Second of all, you're not actually interesting or entertaining. Third of all, you're not attractive.
You get some more viewers, but you're not attractive to what? To is this
I mean, listen, like, to who? Like, I don't know. I don't want to be gay. He's probably better looking than you are at this point. Like, he looks a bit more clean cut and professional. I mean, we're talking about what middle-aged lawyer is more handsome. Like, who gives a fuck? This is so gay.
Stop. Listen, we want to be gay, but
You're not a slayer of women like he portrays to be. It's fucking hilarious that he's out there like teaching guys how to do guy shit. It's like, bro, look, anybody can look at you and just tell that whatever you're selling is not a healthy product, man. Skull Eater, he's not a lawyer with
like
I don't even know what he says. It's like it destroys himself.
It's like deflect, like reflect. Everything he says is like he's talking to a mirror. If this was him talking into a mirror, you'd believe it.
money. He's tall and has good hair, sort of, except he walks with a
What?
really.
What are you talking about? How he's tall and how he has good hair? What?
Okay.
Awkward
What?
limp when you meet him in person. Kind of takes away from that tallness.
He limps? Listen, buddy, after the black bucks are done with you in the jail, you might be limping as well, bro. Look at how felted he is there. This is the guy talking about how handsome he is. He's so old. He's so ghoulish and gaunt and disheveled, man. Just stop.
All right. Steel-toed Seeth. Wow.
I know there's a snake.
Another one.
Another one.
I
know there's a snaky reed out there who's told a bunch of stories about my life.
That was on our show.
Yeah.
One day friend I get to talk to.
No, but pause. Why
What?
would he want to talk about it?
Yeah.
This is what I don't understand is it's like you should want all of this to disappear and go away as quietly as possible. Who is going to believe your stories, Nick? You've already established you're a lying liar who lies. When you're breathing, you're lying, man. And easily disprovable lies, like a child's lies. Don't even make sense. But yet we're going to believe your stories about Aaron. You know what? I will, because they're probably funny. It's probably funny as the shit you and Kayla and April and everybody's got to say. I hope you all write books about it so I can laugh myself till I piss my pants.
The audiobook that we cover? More like
man.
potentially suck 'em is more like it.
Man.
What's up, Sean? How you doing, bro? Nice to see you, man.
And I have a bunch of stories about your life.
Whoa! The Freudian slip! Freudian
I'm
slip!
sure you do got a bunch of stories of his wife.
I got a bunch of stories about your wife, Aaron. What do you think about that?
He's Ralph.
Oh,
Ralph for Maxing.
oh man.
A bunch of stories about your life.
Wife and
Tell you
life.
now, does it hurt your case?
Yeah.
Wait,
no,
what?
your life.
Listen to this.
Can I tell you now? Does it hurt your case? No, I don't want to do anything that could potentially influence the testimony of a potential state witness.
So it would hurt your case. You go, no, it wouldn't hurt my case. It would just influence the testimony of someone in my case, so it would hurt you. What is wrong with him? What is wrong with him? Like, he can't even structure a sentence properly.
Is he drunk?
One sentence defeats the other. Well, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
So any of those stories will just have to wait until all that.
It's
legal
basically, yeah, and
ramifications
Scancunt goes, isn't that witness tampering?
Yes.
You're basically blackmailing and threatening a witness in your own criminal case. And you think because it's on locals, it doesn't matter?
Oh.
Maybe that's why he's flagging down Elissa clips.
Oh, shit. You're right. Yikes. That is fully illegal to do. Yeah. Oh, my God. Aaron, try opening your mouth and we'll see what happens. That's blackmail and extortion. All right, here we go. The kids shit. All right, we're on the kids.
When anyone who thinks that I gave cocaine to my child or that my child actually ingested any cocaine is fucking retarded. And you should.
But
Are
why?
we? Is the test
No.
retarded?
So that's the thing is, there was a test that says that she did test positive. We're believing the test.
We're not believing
Why-
you, Nick.
why- Why does that make somebody retarded to believe an objective chemical test as opposed to a lying liar who lies?
Yeah.
Notice how he'll lie right now. He's going to say they never retested, which they did. Anytime that there's a positive test on it, immediately retest.
Well, also, if it wasn't you giving coke to your kid, I mean, the best possible situation would be you left coke out and your kid took it or like licked it or something. Okay. And either way, it's still really horrible and you're a fucking retard who should head to jail. Okay. Nick,
You should kill yourself.
piece of shit.
He thinks that we should kill ourselves.
Unironically.
Maybe.
So he just said that everybody who believes that, who believes the objective facts as opposed to his lies, should kill himself. That's what he said.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah, a little tired of that one.
Worst case,
Well,
the kid boofed it.
I mean, listen, like, you say you're tired of it, but you let that happen. So it's gonna haunt you until the day you die, man. Or until you can come up with an explanation that actually makes sense and isn't just trust me, bro. You know?
Yeah. Oh, the amount of auto mod that had to happen.
I mean, by the way, him here, yeah, he did. Nick just confirmed the test is real, the results are real, and the government has the results. Like that, it's true.
Yeah.
And that's what he's confirming in this clip.
Well, Ash, no one is like is thinking they fucking made it up.
Well, this didn't come out of thin air.
You
It
know?
wasn't like we just like said Ralph has mouth aids or some shit. Like, no, this came from court documents.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you did this. No, I didn't. And when we found out about the test, we demanded a retest. We asked them, please, like, help us figure this out.
There was a retest. We read that.
There was.
The state refused.
Does he forget that all the court documents are
It's all public.
public?
We believe there was some sort of error in the testing process. Also,
How did
Well,
you
But
that
you
up?
know, like you go, we believe based on what? Based on what that there was an error?
You know?
Like because there was cocaine in the house. Like, what's more likely, bro?
well, there's something to cover at trial if it comes down to it as well about that. But
Why don't you just tell
eventually
us?
probably
Why don't you just clear your name then? It's because you don't have it and you're using this whole legal process as a smokescreen to say that you can't talk about it, but you're more than willing to talk about every other aspect of the case in intimate detail.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And threaten
so like
Aaron.
what makes it any different?
talk about publicly, but for now it's got to remain under wraps. But let's just say that there's an alternative explanation.
But what is it?
The one
What could it be?
I mean, there was like an alternative explanation to OJ killing Nicole Simpson as well. Was it good? No. It somehow worked. Maybe it'll work, Baldo. But like, you're not black. So probably not, bro. So the alternative is, yes, the Kenda Yohai Sheriff's Department, the pastor, Joe Biden, everybody, Officer Sweep, fucking Officer Felt, all these people work together in a coordinated conspiracy to disenfranchise Nick Rekieta because he was a threat to the democratic process or some shit.
The
Or
sister-in-law.
we can just believe that the sister-in-law, like, and then he's coped about that too. But we're supposed to believe that happened rather than Rekieta was just an alcoholic cokehead idiot in a polycule who f***ed up and his daughter got exposed to cocaine because he was an irresponsible cokehead alcoholic. You know, like, what do you think we're going to believe?
Right.
Explanation that makes the least sense is the one that the test says occurred. Yeah, Mr. Media.
Was he eating the whole time?
No, you hear what he just said? He says the explanation that makes the most sense is the one that occurred. Is that what he said?
Wait.
I must have heard that wrong.
Right. Was he eating the whole time? This entire, like, every cut's like...
Look in his eyes there. That's a sober man.
But Ash, is he eating the whole time?
Yeah, he eats the entire time. It's performative eating. So he's trying to show everybody how healthy he is by eating. But most people don't eat like their entire live stream. They usually eat before or after the stream.
Or during if it's a long stream, but like for one little section. Not from start to fucking finish.
Good explanation. But the one explanation that makes the least sense is the one that the test says occurred.
Okay.
Wait.
No, okay. So he's saying...
Yeah, no,
he's saying the least likely explanation is his kid ingesting the cocaine. But no, it is the simplest explanation. The simplest explanation is how cocaine got into your daughter's system is that she ingested cocaine because you had cocaine laying around the house, man.
But the way he said it, though, is retarded. He goes, the least believable explanation is why... What are you going to say? Like that there was coke on the fucking tester's hand by accident when they were... Like, what the f*** are you talking about?
Medicare Masochist for $25.
Let's get some money.
Says, Nick told Aaron he used cocaine and stimulants because he felt they helped with ADHD.
Yeah.
His daughter was the only kid with difficult ADHD. It's not a stretch when coke was in the house. That's the thing, man. Like,
that's what we...
And we haven't even really been saying that because it's like so dark and so f***ed up. But like... I really think it could be the case.
He microdosed it.
Aaron also said, Rekieta would do these presentations to him on PowerPoint. This is true. Aaron said Rekieta made, because Aaron raised objections. He's like, man, should we really be doing all this cocaine? And Rekieta prepared a PowerPoint presentation and made Aaron sit at a desk with the chair attached to it. And he actually went through a 45-minute PowerPoint presentation with Aaron on the health benefits of cocaine. I'm not kidding. Aaron told that story. It was an actual Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, 45 minutes long. He had a clicker and he presented it with a yardstick he would point with.
Wait, so here's some news I have from behind the scenes from Sean here. He goes, did you hear the hot goss that KC, that us and him are working for Aaron? So Nick is trying to say that we together with Sean.
For a guy infinitely poorer than us with much smaller audiences. He's the guy pulling the strings.
Are you kidding me? We've been so critical of Aaron.
We made Aaron look like a total idiot for like 3 hours on an interview because we were working for him.
Stop. And then he goes,
Aaron's broke is fucking a joke. Like, stop.
He faked Stonos, right? He admitted it.
Oh my God. He paid us with a Stonies cash. We got the Stonies, bucks, buddy.
We have drink tickets, right? He's got all this secret evidence, says Sean. He's going to bust things wide open, Ashton, but he has to wait until the last minute for some reason.
Right.
Thoughts?
Any day now. Any day now.
Oh, we got a drop here from Spectre saying, oh, here we go. Here we go.
From Spectre? no, not a drop. What is it, 2019? Okay.
Yeah, this is actually good. This is good. All right, let me, you're like 2019, like Spectre. A wild Spectre has appeared. You check out the replay here. I'm gonna shut it on screen. Look at the replay because it's on a separate, like, Twitter DM.
All right.
So check that out when it pops up.
I kind of want to see how this would play out in a Rekieta Law versus Elissa lawsuit over DMCA. With the ruling in Hughes versus Benjamin, yeah, Sargon won that, right?
Yep.
One could argue that the title and clipping she does is quintessential fair use. In any case, this is bitch made bullshit. Spectre says you sat on your ass and played wishy-washy with Farron copyright striking Divinity because Farron was a friend and refused to call it out for what it was. And now you're making these threats. Fuck that shit. And all Rekieta can do is seethe. Fuck you, Spectre.
Oh!
Bring it up. Spectre dub.
Spectre dub.
Spectre W.
Spectre.
JMK felt it again.
Oh,
Sup with John?
This is so fucking jokes. Hang on, let me just do one thing here.
Sup with John Michael Kelly? There's like 4 people who understand what I'm talking about. Spectre.
Buddy, guys, that's like lore. That's lore. All right, let's keep going here. And by the way, thank you everyone who's supporting, man. Like over 3,700 still watching at 4 hours in. Wow. Shout outs, Casino.
Mr. Miyagi, Dick is suspicious of anything that doesn't make sense. That test doesn't make sense.
Come on.
Wait, are we taking Dick
Masterson's word? He's like, Dick Masterson is suspicious of anything that doesn't make sense. 90% of what Dick says himself doesn't make any sense, bro.
90?
Like most of
we're like 95.
And you know what I mean? I'm being somewhat charitable, but come on.
We wanted to know what happened, right? Lady Raggets and I wanted to know what happened because that's our child and we had concerns.
You
about
left
it.
Coke out. You left Coke out.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was a medicinal dosing, though. I mean,
I'm being as charitable as possible, though.
It's more likely that both of those things happened than that the tests were all bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh,
was he doing a line here? Look at
test
this.
that's happened in this case, so it's crazy.
Wait, he's doing a line on camera.
Wait.
Now listen, Andy, if you did that, everyone would say you did a line.
Buddy, do you remember?
Let's be fair, he just did a line. He just ducked down and did it right then and there on camera.
You know what was so funny? When I was texting my girlfriend, and I went like this, and I threw my phone, Ralph accused me that I was chopping Coke up, and I put the tray down. Like, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is, guys. There's me.
By the way, let me just say this. Literally all of the kid shit is bogus. All of it.
Okay, I'm glad you said that, but there's no proof for any of that. There is proof, there's witnesses that came forward, like the pastor and stuff, saying that your kids smelled bad and said that, they weren't eating and they were hungry. And then when the police came to your house, they said there were piles of dirty clothes all over the place. And your daughter asked the cop for a new change of clothes. And apparently all of this is on body cam. So if it's bullshit, if you just release the body cam, we'll find out, right? But, we're just supposed to trust him on blind faith and not trust, the objective evidence that we have.
You know what N2 Shocker says in chat? He goes, this is what Andy would be like if he never bounced back. Very true. But also, when I was doing drugs, I didn't have 5 kids. I wasn't on Netflix. I didn't have things, you know what I mean? Right? People always slip and fall off the wagon, but he actually had responsibilities that were very important that were outside of him. And secondly, people gave him 1,000,001 chances. How many times was he blackout drunk on fucking stream? People were coming to him. Sean said, I came to him, I went to him and go, is everything okay? People were asking him. He had a chance to bounce back, but no, triple down. By the way, he's about to see that us pretty bad soon.
That's the next clip. Yeah.
Kids are like hungry or like dirty or stinky or whatever. Any of those reports, those are all fucking false. None of that happened. None of that was true.
But you admit that there was no food in the house. Like he's admitted.
His lawyer was texting him. Did you hear that?
All fucking false. None of that happened.
His lawyer's texting him. What the are you doing up at 4:30 talking about this?
It's true. People make a big deal out of my
Yeah, I know, and there's a literal filth stack behind him as he says all of this. And he admits during this stream that there's clothes still, dirty clothes all over the house. So nothing has really changed. But he's gonna pretend like, oh no, that all that's bullshit. Just trust me, bro.
People make a big deal out of my 6-year-old. Asking the
Someone's
police
asking
officers.
353 days fully sober.
People make a big deal out of my 6-year-old asking an officer for change of clothes.
Oh man, what a big deal!
Well,
No shit.
Why shouldn't they when those other accusations about your kids not having clean clothes are out there, bro? It corroborates the whole thing. People make a big deal out of this evidence that proves I'm full of shit.
Right?
Help her get clean clothes. They're like, see? This dirty child. It's like, no, she had just woken up for the day. She was still in pajamas.
What about the fucking all the reports? Again, we're just like spinning our fucking tires in the mud. Let's just go.
See the body cam.
A lot of what we're saying is like, yeah, but again, it's just us repeating. It just feels like we're in Groundhog's Day, dude.
Oh, I know, because we are, because it's just him telling the same lies, and then us confronting it with evidence and truth, and then him lying again, and then us correcting it, and then him lying again, and us correcting it. And that's just how it keeps going and going and going on an infinite cycle forever.
Dude.
She needed to change into clean clothes because our kids do wear clean clothes.
By the way, someone's texting him. Is this April texting him like, hey, I'm going to phone the dealer for the next batch? Like, you know what I mean? Who's texting him at 5 in the fucking morning? Who?
All that shit.
Aaron said the kids were filthy. Yeah, like, listen.
It's entirely fake.
No one believes him. Let's just we're all on the same page. No one believes him. Good.
The amount of money spent on food in this house.
Run it back 5 seconds. Why? What happened?
Clothes. So, all that shit is entirely fake. The amount of money spent on food in this house, yeah.
Well, the amount that was spent when you had a nanny to go out and do it for you while you were on your benders and drugs, but then she got tired of the benders and drugs and stopped bringing in the food. And when that happened, you were spending over $3,000 a month on snacks alone. So it's just complete like indulgence and luxurious waste, as you thought the money train and gravy train of YouTube would go on forever, but you destroyed it through your own selfish and short-sighted activity.
I have a theory. I bet you it wasn't snacks. I bet you he was using this amount of money on like how much he was putting on drugs.
Well, no, it was $20K a month on cocaine. Oh. That's what Camelot said.
That's wild. I think that's like no, I spent way less on coke over the entirety of me doing it over a couple of years.
Like you weren't doing it for 3 people.
Yeah, true. Fair enough. Yeah.
They can all
still 3 people, $20K a month.
Well, apparently he had like cars coming in and out all the time. Like who the fuck knows?
For themselves. It's insane. But hey, that's
how it goes. I have a feeling this court case is going to be more wild than we think. Something's going to drop that we're going to be like, wait, what happened? Like he's Diddy party style.
All right. Now he's going to see that he tries so hard to be funny and witty here. So hard. And he just fails. Watch this. Watch what he says. It logically makes no fucking sense. Proves that he's low IQ, and it also shows he's just a try-hard. By the way, just the mere thought of Kino Casino puts this look on his face. It looks like he's trying to pass a kidney stone. He's trying to pass a cope stone right now through his urethra, and it's the cope of how he's not felt it. And he's going to seethe so hard, he actually seethes about the word felt. I'm not even kidding.
Okay. Here we go.
Go on the Kino Casino. Okay, yeah. 2 fucking
Oh, no.
It froze for a second.
Crashed it.
Oh, just the mere mention of our show title, his internet glitched. You know, like the seed internally was so strong, he glitched.
2 fucking loser Canadians with a combined IQ that's lower than the average calories in a bite that PPP takes.
Okay,
Pause, like,
so this
you know,
makes no
what a
sense.
mouthful! What a mouthful that was to begin with, buddy. What a whopper, pal!
But it doesn't
You're
make
trying
sense.
so hard, but if you even think about what he just said and break it down, it makes less sense than the cop at Denny's joke. Maybe that's a bit of gilding the lily because that's a real whopper. So he says that our combined IQ is lower than a bite of what PPP eats. Now, if you think about it, a bite of what PPP eats, because I'm so fat, would be very high calorie. So if our combined IQ is at the level of a bite of the food, we'd be very high IQ.
We'd be 200 IQ each.
It doesn't even make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any sense, man. What is he talking about? You know?
No, thank you. Andy Borski can get
You know, he might stutter, but you have legit holes in your brain from the drug use, buddy.
Okay, like look. But here's the thing: is I stutter.
If we're so retarded and so fat, what does that make you, pal?
Well, listen, if I have way more viewers and supporters than you do, isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy that someone who stutters is beating you at your job? You fucking. So I'm low IQ and I stutter, yet more people watch me. What does that make you?
PPP can't get because it's biologically impossible. It's too fat. It's too
Whoa, hey.
I'd rather be a virgin than put on the baldo, buddy. I'd rather be a fucking incel than in the polycule hell that you're in. Facing criminal charges, pissed off mistress threatening to expose you, wife threatening to divorce you. I'd rather go my own way. And somehow in this instance, that's not even a cope. Because the hell that you face is beyond, buddy.
But it's scary. Well, I stutter and you're fat.
Oh, no.
Never heard that one before. Like,
no.
too much of a nerd. Hi, we have a show where
nerd. Oh my God.
Nerd.
shit. Okay, cool. Great. So does everybody else.
What did he say?
Hi, we have a show where we make up shit. Okay, cool.
Make up.
No, I mean, it seems like we're making it up, but your life is so f***ed up, it's all real.
Look, we do joke about it. It's pretty obvious when we're exaggerating or joking. It's pretty fucking obvious. For you, we have to sort of like be charitable.
Yeah. But earlier he said that we were so self-serious and this and that, but we're just laughing at ourselves, having fun. Like he's such a cope.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
Oh, great. So does everybody else. I sound scared. Cool.
Wow.
You are scared to go on. He's performatively eating again. Like, you don't need to be eating. Listen, I'm not even eating all stream. So what's your fucking excuse? You're a skelly. You don't eat. So he's like pushed all of his calories into this one window where he's live so that he can pretend like he's eating a healthy, like balanced diet. But it's all a cope.
It's bullshit.
He's performatively eating. He's coping.
Fine. Funny thing, there was a time they could have easily gotten me on the show, and I would have been happy to make them a bunch of money.
No, listen, we're making plenty enough money.
We're good. We're good, bud.
We're making a lot more money off of you this way than we would by bringing you on and sucking the baldo, pal. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You're on the show now.
Wait, I'll even. When we did the Ralph Festival, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. Can't even remember. Was it 2 years ago or 3 years?
It was 3 years ago.
Okay, we had him on. We had a clip. He sent us a video to bash Ralph for the people in chat were like, "This is boring and shit." Remember, they were like, "Could you go to the next segment?" Next segment. When we had you on, they begged us to fast forward your segment because you stunk.
The truth is, we make more money talking about Nick than Nick makes talking about himself
or anything else now at this point.
But not anymore.
Okay. Oh no! Whatever shall we do? What's funny is we absolutely could. If we reversed our position and said we were wrong, Rekieta is actually a king, and we were willing to glaze him like Ralph does,
oh yeah,
he would be on here the next day.
Yeah.
He would drop to his fucking knees to come on this show. For real. But that's not going to happen.
Then you're just felted. No one's ever.
Whoa.
He just admitted to being felted.
No one's ever fucking cared about that expression.
No, but you clearly are, bro. You clearly do care about the term felted. Is why you're bringing it up and seething about it. It's so the cope is unreal.
Wait, so isn't it crazy? He only has probably like 60 viewers at this point, right?
Yeah.
And one of the people in chat are saying felted, the casino owns you, go on the casino, meaning like one
even out of his fans. The few that are left,
yeah,
a lot of them are casino, bro. You know, and it's gotta sting him bad because he probably gets conservatively about 20 or 30 comments a day saying he's felted. At least 1 or 2 dozen times a day, he's confronted with the word felted. And so it's really building up for him. He's like, nobody ever even cares about the word felted. Let me tell you, it's like, no, pal, like a lot of people have adopted felted, including Darkside Phil.
Yes.
You know, the king of the known universe, the highest being on the fucking mortal plane next to God himself, Darkside Phil says felted.
Yeah.
But you think you're above it? Come on, buddy.
By the way, Rocco says, no, he swears that his kid literally said, why are you watching Larson?
And Medicare Masochist for $100. He said, I used to donate to you, Nikki, years ago. Now I'll gladly use that money to pay Fat Man and Stutter Guy not to have you on, you child-abusing nerd.
Wow.
Humble yourself.
I'll say this, too. Medicare Masochist, when we started bashing Nick years ago, he was like, I don't know, guys, you're being a little bit hard on him. Until one day he's like, wait, what did he fucking do? So even people, there are people, when we bashed Nick for the first time, there was a lot of pushback. Remember, Ash?
Yeah.
We had a lot of pushback, but we were right.
When the government can take your kids, you don't give a shit what 2 retarded Canadians think.
Then why are you seething about what 2 retarded Canadians are saying, bud? It doesn't add up. What you're saying makes sense. Yeah, you shouldn't. Like when you're in like legal jeopardy, might go to jail, might have your kids taken away, your career is ruined, your reputation's destroyed. Yeah, you shouldn't care what 2 Canadians have to say about you, but you do. So here we are.
They burned their chance for me to give a shit.
No, I don't think we burned our chance for you to give a shit. I'm pretty sure you really do give a shit. Look at him there. Oh, man. And worst of all, despite how gaunt and skeletal he is, he looks fat there. He looks fat. He's the skinniest fat guy I've ever seen in all my life. This swollen, puffy, fucked up face. He looks ancient. He looks older than the dirt and the dust on the pyramids, bro.
I swear, it looks like I put a filter on him, huh?
He's gonna die. He's bloated, bro. They're saying he's Gnome Kata. It's like old man Rekieta. Let me tell you, in my day, I was the law pope. Oh, here we go. This is a long, sad cope from Rekieta.
Alrighty, here we go.
Someone's got a problem with what I do or say.
He's still eating. God damn, bro.
At this point, you can't take my kids. The government can. F off. I'm not scared of any of you. You get a little perspective change. Get a little perspective change when the government comes into your life and starts.
So you have all this perspective change, but yet your behavior hasn't changed at all. You're still malding and seething and lying and living in filth and going on live stream in your filth to show us just how much you're malding and seething. What did the perspective change do for you exactly? What are you talking about? Now he's going to cry about the government and his mental health for 4 straight minutes.
You start finding out because the government never finds out. They just make you do it. I've never felt as unhealthy as being under the watchful eye of the government.
I don't know. I don't know if how unhealthy you are has anything to do with the government, to be honest. I think it's the drugs, buddy. No.
About like myself, mentally or physically. They've truly done a number on my life, and I get to spend a lot of time fixing it. But hey, the good news is I actually want to fix it. I haven't paid.
Do you?
Do you though? There's a difference too between wanting and doing.
Yeah.
You know?
Actions speak louder than words.
Anything other than.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for the
honest.
government, he might actually be dead.
Yeah.
And we got Nyla Moon for $10 twice, saying Rekieta had a family with 5 children and a beautiful wife. He ruined with cocaine and traded for a polycule, all to be cool. Alert. And Nyla for another 10 says, I was dumb enough to be a fan of Rekieta, and when you guys first pointed out his f***ery, I didn't want to believe it. He's fucking dead to me now.
Trying not to. I got really close to some really dark thoughts. So keeping
maybe
myself
you should have
away.
acted on them. Like, listen to this pity party. I got really close to some dark thoughts.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. Well, he better have. He better have, considering what he did to his kids and his wife and his family and his career. You'd hope. Somebody send the ambulance for his dark Baldo thoughts. Oh, no.
You know,
there.
cliffs or whatever has been high priority. But I got through that. So, seriously, thanks for everybody out there who sends me messages of support and stuff. I'm really sorry I have not gotten back to him like I used to.
By the way, he's got what, like 4 messages? Keep hanging there, buddy.
You know what I mean?
Most people are like, shut the f up.
You know.
Or like figure it out.
By the way, like what would this guy do for us as a guest? Like, he's so depressing and so low energy.
It would be lies also.
A sad sack bum. Like,
it would all be lies and us arguing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, in his prime, yeah, you're right. That's what I was saying about the Ralph Festival. Even in his prime, I remember you saying, we recorded the interview with him, right? I remember you saying at the end, you were just like, I don't know, was that good? And I'm like, I don't know, was it? Like,
I mean, we knew right well it was boring slop, but we put it on just so we could say he was on. That was it.
I remember he was a dick. He streamed directly on the Ralph Festival.
He tried to big league us and shit, and then he thinks that like, I was best friends with them. I did them all these favors.
He big leagued us. He big leagued us pretty bad. Well,
this has been really frustrating.
You dare big league me, Rekieta. All right, here we go.
But recently I remembered something.
Who's
fucking
texting
like
you?
me?
What?
Something. I fucking like me.
He likes himself. We can tell.
I like
we know
me,
you're
like-
a narcissist. You know, like, okay.
You know what?
The sky is blue.
I had a thought today. I rule. I'm amazing. Like, okay.
I don't really want to change much. Like, obviously there's some things that
He doesn't want to change much.
Change much.
So he claims he got this new perspective, this new lease on life. He wants to fix everything, but he doesn't want to change anything about himself.
I mean,
even if you're doing really, really good, there are still aspects of yourself that you should want to change. Always. There's always room for improvement. There's always areas you're lacking in. But, you know, he worships himself. He thinks that he's Jesus. He thinks he can walk on the water. He thinks he's sinless. And the whole world is out to crucify the faultless son of Baldo. Okay.
probably need to be changed, but just in general, I like me. Anybody who doesn't, go away. Go do something else. I don't mind. I'm supposed to fuck the ones that do like you. No, trust me, Skull Leader, you get in trouble for that.
I would rather watch the train wreck and dumpster fire. Thank you. Appreciate you.
You know, like,
don't watch
this
this.
guy I
you.
doesn't even make content anymore.
Yeah.
Like every time he goes live, it's just about the drama and the court case and him going to jail and his kid being on drugs and all this shit. It's like, how about you actually try and lost-splain the interwebs, and then maybe you'd have more fans and support. Like,
Right.
It's one thing they don't really prep you for in streamer school. Like, you're going to live your shitty days in front of the camera too, because the show keeps going. And that's where a lot of big problems come in, at least for me.
Well, the
woe
idea,
is you, buddy.
the thing you do is, say like you're having a bad day, right? You come onto the show
had a
and
bad
you truck through it and you do your content. Imagine Ash and I had a bad day and our show was the day, like, hey Ash, I had a bad day. I want to hear about it.
A bad day. But you know what? There's ways to do that and still be
And make it funny.
entertaining.
And make
You
it
know what
funny.
I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you can still, like, there's a lot of comedic bits that are about bad things happening to you. In fact, it's pretty funny when bad shit happens to people. Like, you know, if some people say that the root of comedy is pain, but you know what the root of comedy isn't? Boredom and sadness. Like,
Yeah.
oh, guys, it's so tough for me. I'm gonna be really monotone, and guys, like, they took my kids, and it's like that. I don't know, man. It's not really comedic styling.
The comedic stylings of losing your child. Right.
I'm reacting to a shitty day. Most people's shitty days aren't recorded and broadcast. Here's the thing, like,
by the way,
okay,
most
it's your
performers,
decision.
Yeah, most performers, Steven Crowder doesn't come on his show and like talk
Well,
about.
he kind of did.
No, his wife released that, didn't she?
Yeah, and then he had to address
And then
it.
he had to address it, but that was
Yeah,
an accusation. But
he's the one streaming. He's the one who makes the decision as to whether or not to broadcast his worst days or not.
Yeah,
You know,
streaming. If you're streaming and you kind of look like a sad
hey, Piffy Puffs will play after, bro.
sack of garbage, people don't really want to watch.
well, then why are you
it's not
streaming
entertaining.
now? Because you're being a
So,
sad sack of garbage. Like, this is the face of the man who's telling you no one will want to watch if you're a sad sack piece of garbage. And he looks like he's been crying for 12 straight hours.
I've done a shitload of therapy, which is great.
He did a shitload of therapy.
It was mandated. It was mandated. He didn't. He was forced to. It was.
And he said it didn't do anything for him, but now the therapy really helped.
Oh.
Oh man,
like-
that's good.
Come back. I'm only going to talk to people I want to talk to.
Okay.
It really sucks because I'm not going to be in the mood to like help people for a while. They probably don't want my help, which is fine.
Well,
Whoa,
you can't even help yourself.
You have no viewers, dude.
Help anyone. This is crazy.
You have no viewers. We help.
Oh man.
It's dumb though because I'm fun. But
No, you're not.
Oh my god, the self sucking right
man.
now.
But that's okay. I'm not going to be in the mood to like help people out or whatever because it's exhausting helping people only to have them try and you over and over.
When
and
did
over
this
again.
ever happen?
Biggest goal for my channel right now is finding a trial that I can actually cover reasonably.
But there are
No, you guys-
trials that people can they're covering them now. Like Sean is covering trials. Like everybody is covering trials in Lawtube other than you. Why don't you hop into one of those and start? But, you know, this is just an excuse. Oh, there's nothing going on, so I can't do it.
There's gotta be
Well,
one.
figure it out. Well, there is.
So do it.
The Delphi case, as people are saying, Sarah Boone case. There's the P. Diddy stuff going on.
The problem is though.
There's an entire election right now. He missed out on like Trump at McDonald's. That would have been a stream that he would have done that did well. He
Mhm.
missed out on a lot of
Oh,
stuff.
just the fucking
the debate, the vice presidential
on
debate.
Joe Rogan. That was great. I watched that.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. There was that. There was killed. Tony Hitchcliffe. Kill Tony on his thing was great. His set was actually really funny, where he called
Oh, here we go. Rekieta Law has tweeted just now. He says, No one gives a shit about principles. Principles are just weapons in waiting for people who have no interest but to destroy. My principles were extensions of courtesy, my rights on loan to others. They abuse them and do not share the same principles, so I owe them nothing.
This is
That's
addict talk. This is
insane.
addict. This is addict. This is like high.
That's just full on seed.
He watched what we did, and then he's seething about it. Here's the thing: is Ashton and I don't have like don't act like we're these moral arbiters or whatever. But
well, he's right.
Even
I mean,
then,
drug addicts have no principles except getting the next hit.
Exactly
is what he wants. Like,
but the thing is, it's like what we can't go. What the is wrong with you? And make fun of you for seething and coping.
Well,
and
he's
for being
upset about people calling him out about flagging Elissa.
About that.
And he's saying there are no principles because they only exist in so much as I want them to. It's crazy.
It's
crazy.
It's cope. It's cope.
But I think
let him
it was like I said the same thing like a day or 2 days.
The fourth sandwich. Like, oh my god, it's so annoying.
I got arrested. When I was serious. I was so mad. Anyway, normally people say, oh, yeah, you should try something. You shouldn't, don't try getting arrested for a felony.
That's not what they mean, but whatever.
Like, that's not one I recommend. Keep it off the list.
Man.
Very funny comedy. The comedy signs of Rekieta.
Here we go. We still have so much more to go.
Good.
All right, so this is now is April pregnant.
Is April really pregnant? April is not pregnant.
Ooh.
But it's a funny rumor.
See now this is what it's a funny rumor. Whenever he says something is funny or he says something is weird, those are two telltale signs that said thing did occur and it's totally true and he's lying about denying it. Because why would it be funny? Like, why is it funny?
Rumor cut completely out of, I think, out of whole cloth by Aaron.
It wasn't even Aaron. Aaron said that it wasn't true.
Yeah.
Aaron didn't create this rumor. If anything, it was us, but it wasn't even us. It was people speculating about the weird tweets and Instagram posts that April has been making that to some people indicated that, is she pregnant? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Because it was some crazy stuff she was saying, man.
You could probably watch, keep an eye on April's Twitter. That was rather unexpected today, but it's very, very funny.
There you go.
Very funny.
I know, but he's confirming that was her account.
Yeah.
So anyone, because honestly, it did seem like a parody account at first. It was like, there's no way she's saying this, is there? But yeah. So
here we have the appeal cope. It's gonna make you burst out laughing almost. This made me laugh so hard, man.
The appeal cope. Excellent. Here we go.
I read my appeal. I hope guys, my appeal is going to lose.
What the fuck is he doing, by the way? There's like smoke.
Appeal is gonna lose. I mean, he's finally honest. It's tough when you go. My appeals. I don't know.
Almost guaranteed, because appeals are for losers. Winning them is a long shot.
Yeah, I mean, appeals are literally for losers. Like, you had to have lost in order to appeal. What are you even saying? But he's admitting he's a loser.
Not making any bones about it. Believe me, I want my appeal to win.
Okay, what's he eating now? I'm assuming he's eating noodles. The powder for the spices, the steam was the boiling water. Now I'm playing this game in my head. What is he eating now?
It's probably going to lose. I haven't read it though.
It's crack ramen. SpaghettiOs? He's eating SpaghettiOs.
It's competent this time. That'd be good. I'm getting a lot of criticism.
Did you hear that? He just admitted that his filing was incompetent because he wrote it. Bring it back. Did you hear that?
Sorry, I'm so focused
this time
on the food sound.
He's steaming at his own lawyer so hard. This is so good. This is really good shit.
I haven't read it though.
He hasn't read his own
So
appeal.
I hope it's competent this time. That'd be good.
This time?
I'm getting a lot of criticism from people who should know better, insinuating or directly saying that it's me who's writing these briefs.
I
me
wonder
writing
why.
Legal defense and all
Well,
that
because
stuff.
they're completely incompetent and insane and have, like, they're just total vanity motions and appeals and copes, bro. It seems like they were written directly by you. Like, it's no wonder they think that.
Oh, hang on. There we go.
Of the strategy. No, you hire a lawyer to do that for you, and then you let him do it. It's infuriating. It's not what I would do.
Someone said he's making crack.
He's angry
He's making
that the
crap.
lawyer wouldn't do exactly as he would do.
Oh shit.
In some cases. And that goes both ways. Like, it's not what I would do because it's very smart.
He's freebasing.
He goes, it's not what I would do because it's really smart. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
What the lawyers are doing is not what he would do because what the lawyers are doing is smart and he is dumb.
Oh shit. Chad's killing me though about what he's cooking.
Like,
He's such a like. Is this a self-defeat? Like self-help? Would you
I mean, he
consider
just
it?
wants people to feel bad for him because he's low down and in the gutter. Yeah, it's a self-help.
Yeah. Okay.
angle to attack, or it's not what I would do because I don't think it's very useful. But that's why you hire someone else. Again, I have so many stories that have to all have to wait until this is done. Everything's wrapped up. And like,
thank you. This is Elissa clips, right?
Yeah, this is Elissa.
Thank you for editing this. Oh, like the amount of like cuts. So he would basically say a sentence, and then 30 seconds walk away, and then come back, and then second sentence.
He's actually eating dried ramen.
That's what I said. Ramen. Well, noodles, but yeah, ramen. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Specifically, so
I won that I won that thing. Yeah, knew it.
I have to really watch what I say. So I just won't say anything. Technically might not matter, but didn't you tweet that you did mountains of cocaine? I think I tweeted that I was on a mountain of cocaine at some point in time.
Yeah, so
wait, I didn't even remember.
He doesn't even remember tweeting he was on mountains of cocaine. But they're pointing out, they're like, buddy, you can't talk about this story of the case or that, but you can talk about how you were on a mountain of cocaine.
Right?
Like, what is he thinking?
Yes. It says absolutely nothing about the crime I am charged with. So I know.
But it does. You're charged with having 26 grams of cocaine, and you're admitting to snorting a mountain of cocaine some 6 weeks before your drug bust.
That's literally the case, is what you said.
I know some
Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
people are freaking out about it. Andrew was going on about that. Andrew's a fucking idiot. Like, it doesn't matter.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, if I otherwise am winning and they hang me on a tweet about doing mountains of cocaine at a completely different date and location.
It's not helping. I mean, it's not helping, bro.
Ring the bell.
How you may as well break the bell.
Wait, what the is he saying?
I guess they got me. Usually don't think the tweets help public opinion. Yeah, I'm not trying to.
Whoa!
Like,
then why are you crying?
People like, Nick needs to take accountability or whatever. And then you say something and they're like, I can't believe he said that. So,
Wait. By accountability, we don't mean to say you're doing mountains of cocaine. We mean that you're going to quit.
What is he talking about?
He's actually unhinged.
Which one do you want, man? Like, do you want someone to be honest? Or do you want
Wait, so you're admitting that was honest? Oh my God.
He's making it worse.
Listen, I was just admitting do you want me to be honest?
Well, Atomic Citizen says there's no way Kayla is in the house while Nick is saying all this. She has to be gone with the kids. But I mean, she was in the house while he did all the other crazy shit.
But maybe like she, figured it out. Maybe, you never know. Maybe maybe the being arrested did scare her, right?
Him to not say anything? Like what? Oh, why do you care? That's the other thing. I don't mind that people find my life interesting or like my situation interesting.
You don't mind? It seems like this is a whole lot of minding.
Minds a lot.
This is like the most minding I've ever seen.
I find it interesting. I want to talk about it more. It's one of the reasons I haven't been.
What? You want to talk about it more? This should be the most humiliating experience of your life.
His brain is completely broken at this point. He's no longer functional. Like, this is a failed human being. He's lost it completely.
He's mind maxing.
Streaming so much just because it's. I didn't want to talk about it tonight, but I drift into it. So it's like.
Then don't go live. Don't go live.
I don't mind that people.
He drifts into it,
are interested.
I would put ominous music, but it's pretty much done.
But that's where it should stop. Like, you're just interested, you're learning about it, whatever. People make it out like my life somehow affects theirs in some way. Like
that's not for that. Now he's putting salt or pepper. Like, stop with the food. Sorry, that's.
But the thing is, like, it doesn't have to have a direct impact on your life to make fun of somebody or criticize them.
Exactly.
It's a delusional standard.
You're a public figure. So say you're making fun of someone like Bam Margera, right? You're doing a doc, you're watching a doc on him. Well, Bam doesn't affect your life, but you still cover it or you're still watching it, right?
I mean, it's entertaining. It's like, well, why are you watching this streamer? It doesn't impact your life. Well, it's something that entertains you and you're killing time doing it.
Exactly.
He seems to understand why somebody would watch him and give a positive reaction, but doesn't understand why somebody would watch him and give a negative reaction when it's really like pretty much the same general process.
Like, this is how much he's eating and cooking.
Exactly, Agent Orange. Why cover the Depp trial then?
What about Jack Murphy?
That doesn't directly affect him.
What about Jack Murphy?
Exactly.
Grossly offended them. Would you anticipate being able to tell your side completely unfettered?
No.
Hopefully by the end of the year. But I don't know. It depends. It depends on if I'm going to trial, and it depends on when the trial date is. The trial date could be, if I'm going to trial, the trial date could be in February or March.
What?
Yeah, this is going to go on a long time, man. And like the civil trial's still going on with Montegraph. I don't think he's going to jail, guys. I think what he's realized is that no matter what, he's not going to serve a day in jail. So he's just going to fight it to the bitter end and be as pedantic about it as possible and just waste as much of the court's time as possible to be a petty prick. But that whole attitude and the way he's going about this might be what causes them to send his ass to jail. But I think it's genuinely... he realizes that based on the sentencing guidelines, there's no way he's ever going to serve a day. So he's just going to drag it out and be as big of a douchebag as he possibly can be.
Yep. Was that it?
All right. I think we have two more.
All right. Let's go. Man, this is wild.
All right.
Have I been drinking?
Sobriety cope.
Sobriety cope? Okay.
No, I can't. I'm still drug and alcohol tested like 4 times a week. So no, can't drink.
Get ready though.
Can't wait for the day I can. It'll be great.
So Guy definitely has no problem with drinking at all. Definitely not an alcoholic. He's just waiting. He's so excited for the day where he can drink again.
Bro,
I think he's drinking now.
Urine. He's buying urine,
he
dude.
is.
Like, come on.
But no, I've not been drinking.
Listen,
counting the days.
The erratic behavior, that him and April have shown just yesterday and today, and like right now how he looks, it's coke fucking psychosis, and like it's a spiral. It's a drug spiral.
Or doing any drugs or anything like that. I know there's a bunch of people out there who really want that to be true. They're like, oh my God, he tweeted. There you go.
No, it's what you tweeted, you fucking retard.
Do you know what I mean?
It's the manic. It's the fucking like
the insane stuff you're saying. Yeah.
Like
liquors.
Anyone who's done a large amount of coke was on Twitter going, "Yep, this is manic coke tweeting."
Not coming.
Notice how he wipes his nose every time he mentions drugs.
Yeah,
for maybe a long time. Maybe never, which is fine. It was part of the show. I used way too much of it. It became a crutch on the show.
Alcohol.
It was first to feature.
But it wasn't a crutch. Like it genuinely destroyed the show. It made it unwatchable. It was terrible.
Well, it's the cope, right? It's the cope of someone going, I'm way funnier when I'm high on stream. I'm way funnier when I'm drunk on stream. It's like, well, you might have funny moments, but it's not.
Yeah, it's what you want to believe so you can get drunk and high all the time.
Well, you're funny when you're drunk because you're an idiot on stream.
Yeah,
like,
but the thing is, it gets old quick. It's only really funny to you because nobody else is drunk. You know, like
exactly.
I don't know. It's just sad. It's because they can't. Eventually, these addicts they can't take any time away from the drugs or alcohol. So it's not like, okay, well, I'm going to work for 4 hours and I'm going to stop drinking. Especially with streaming, you're your own boss. You just, I'm going to do my shift drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Dave excuse, you know?
And so
to be fair, yeah, Forrest Brother is right. The only way to watch the kill stream nowadays is when Ralph is drunk or high. So Ralph somehow has the opposite effect that he makes more money and viewers when he's drunk or high. But he's a very rare exception.
Yeah.
At least a good while, there's not going to be alcohol in the show. I may not legally be able to have it too. I don't know. But even so, there probably won't be any on the show because for now, I need to focus on making a good show again.
You'll never.
But it's still not happening.
No hope.
But you focus on making a good show. How about you just make good shows? This isn't a good show. No one wants to see this.
It sucks.
Nobody wants to see like a spiraling, lonely, alcoholic drug addict in his filthy fucking kitchen crying about Kiwi Farms, Kino Casino, Sean, and Legal Mindset. Like, no one wants to see this other than people who hate you and want you to fail. So, like, let's try and focus maybe just even an hour. If Rekieta could even do a stream for 1 hour where he just talked about politics and the law, and then did another 1 hour stream and another one, and he just starts getting them on. It doesn't have to be every stream 5-6 fucking hours. You know, work his way up to it. They have prepared segments with content, react to it. I don't know.
That would require being sober, though.
This would require some level of effort. Like, just come on, man.
And that's what I'm more concerned with. And for what it's worth, right now at least, I do a better show.
Shallow Man goes, no show needs to be that long.
Other than
our show has to be fucking 10 hours every day.
I'm not drinking. Of course, I don't really know. I haven't had a drink since June 5th. But that was on me. It was my fault, my choices.
So, by the way, there he admits he drank on June 5th. But remember, didn't he pour all the whiskey down the drain in April?
Yep, he did.
Take all the drink.
Yeah, he said that.
Exactly. Sorry, I hit that by accident. Yeah.
I'm proud of other people's sobriety.
Thank you. Appreciate it, bud.
I have mine.
One day at a time, dude.
Because I have to.
Wait, did you hear what he just said?
It's so bad, bro. I gotta hit.
That thing's like sparks are coming off of it. You know what I mean? Like
flames are gonna come off it, man.
It's like burning hot when you hold it because of how much you've hit it.
I'm proud of other people's sobriety. I have mine because I have to.
Because I have to. Man, you should want to be sober when you're like that, dude. You gotta want it, man. You gotta want
I
it.
don't
I
really
mean, he's
care.
just miserable, so he needs drugs and alcohol to like kill down the pain. But
Look,
it's try to
and,
cope it all
and here's the thing
away.
is, even though I preach sobriety for people who are addicts, I get there are people who could like smoke a joint or drink some booze and be fine and not spiral and ruin their life. You know, I wish I were like that, but I'm not
I
like
mean,
that. You know?
I don't really preach sobriety for Rekieta or people like Ralph. At a certain point, people are so f***ed up and they're
Yeah,
so like pathetic and miserable that they may as well just drink themselves to
it's
do
true.
drugs till they die
It's true.
because they're just going to be completely miserable otherwise. So they may as well just spiral down the drain completely. I really don't give a I mean, Rekieta has kids who he should want to live for. Ralph has kids who he should want to live for, but they'd probably be better off if they were
Yeah,
at a
no.
certain point. Like, if you're not going to be a good father, a good example, and you embarrass your children and hurt their lives at every turn, you can't even be bothered to provide them food or clean clothing, then maybe they'd be better off without you.
Mhm. That's what I was
I
saying.
don't know.
That's what I was saying earlier.
I
Like,
just don't really want to hear people cry about, oh, my addiction, my sobriety, and blah, 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 blah.
mhm.
It's like you have a choice, you know,
Do it or
especially
don't.
when you have other people depending on you. It's like, I don't feel bad for you.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, why should people feel bad for me that I ate all this fucking food and I'm so fucking fat? It's nobody else's decision but my own,
You
right?
know?
It's my decision if I want to fix it. You know what I mean? And I sit here, oh, guys, feel bad for me. Like, it hurts. Oh, like, shut the up. You're a fucking loser. Have some fucking accountability.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I fucking got drunk. And it's like, yeah, how about stop getting drunk? How about stop getting high? It makes you a fucking lunatic idiot. But honestly, the root cause of this, it's not even the drugs' fault. It's not even the booze's fault. It's his own fucking fault.
Yeah, it is. It is. No, I don't feel bad for him at all. Saying earlier, like I kind of was like, hey man, here's what you should do. And he doesn't want to listen. And I'm not gonna waste my fucking days and my brain power to try to get someone
You
else to
know,
quit when they don't want to do it themselves. So
it's
you.
crazy.
Like drink it up, bud. Have fun.
I don't care about liquor. I like whiskey.
But some things are too hard. Oh, I like whiskey. Oh.
I don't like neat alcohol. I just really like whiskey.
Why? Oh my God. Like whiskey ruined your whole life and you still like it? You know what I mean? You still like it even though
It
you
looks
don't.
like he's drinking whiskey there.
It
Like, it's a fourth
does.
choice to beverage, right? Like,
But
I don't know.
he's fixing it up. It's all alcohol. I'm kidding. I don't know.
All right, here we go. Here's the final the betrayal cope.
Betrayal. Okay. Here we go.
Betrayed me.
Betrayal cope.
There was so much opportunity to have fun through like a lot of this. And
Pause.
it
What
got burnt
opportunity
by
was
angry
there to
se-
have?
Sorry.
What opportunity was there to have fun, buddy, and getting arrested, embarrassing your fucking wife, embarrassing your kids, it all coming out that you were a cuckold and a polycule and you were a coke addict and like where was the fun in this? Like, you expected everybody to just like celebrate this happening and then all do streams where you guys all like razz each other about it. Like, is that what he thought was gonna happen?
Sorry, he was saying that he thought that this whole situation would be fun.
Yeah, there was an opportunity to have fun with this, and everybody and him laughed together about
Well, there
what a
was.
jokester he was. But then it was the evil, seething people making fun of him that ruined all
No,
the
that's what,
fun.
that's what I mean. There was fun
Yeah,
on the casinos side, on Kiwi Farms, on Josh Moons's. Yeah, we all had a lot of fun making fun of you. Yeah,
dad people.
I won't lie. I laughed at a lot of his downfall.
oh yeah.
You know, I mean, a lot of it is like, whoa, spectacle. So fuck. What do I have to feel bad? Do I have to cry tears for him?
Oh yeah.
And here's the thing, look, I get that some people feel betrayed in some way, and I'm sorry, I don't see it. Because
Right.
What? How? Look, I don't care. I
Well-
don't give a fuck you, but your own audience, the people who swept for you, it's unsweepable. Barnes,
Buddy, you lied and lied and lied. You presented yourself as one thing, and then it turned out you were something else. I mean, I don't know. I guess his argument should be nobody should ever get invested in any internet thing ever.
why?
But then why would anybody watch you or give you money then? Because his whole argument is this is parasocial insanity and he shouldn't be criticized and nobody should have felt like he was a role model or their friend or their father figure. But you were perfectly okay taking the $20 super chats where they said they looked up to you as their dad.
Mhm.
Or, you know, when they graduated from school, they came to you and they wanted you to pin it on the fridge. Hey, Dad, Rekieta, I graduated from school, or I got this job, or, you know, I followed your advice and now I got a girlfriend. There were so many super chats like that. When a loved one died, you know, remember his
John.
toast? You know, but he encouraged and fostered these parasocial relationships and people looking up to him as something great, and as a role model and as a trad dad. And he beat his chest and boasted about how he was traditional and he was a father and how he did what was right. And then you sold those people a lie and you betrayed them. You might have been that at some point, but as you say, you changed. Well, they feel betrayed, and rightfully so.
And also, I'm sure Amber Heard thought, like, why is this guy covering me? Right?
They had him do eulogies for their dead fucking relatives, man.
Well, John. Oh, exact. I didn't know that. What?
Yes.
Also, John used to pay what, $10 a month and get like suicide hotline.
Suicide hotline help, and it's like you need to draw a line with people.
Yeah.
Like, I very rarely answer DMs. And like, I've been in circumstances where I've been messaged by people like that who are in like a crisis and shit like that. And I made the same mistake of like messaging them and trying to but again, it's not my problem to solve. You know what I mean? It's not like, and I can't solve it. It's their own fucking life, and they're just a viewer of a show. You can't do that.
Well, then they get mad at you when you don't have the answer.
Well, yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, you know, like, I'm friendly with some people. Like, I'm like, oh, thanks or whatever, or they'll send me something or talk about game or something.
Instance where a guy started messaging me about all this debt he was in.
I remember that.
I started giving him advice. Well, like, you can try and sell stuff off. You can do this. You can do that. Ultimately, at the end, he ended up asking me directly for money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, listen, I can't, you know, I can't solve all the world's problems and shit like that.
Ashton, stop replying to that guy.
You know, but that's where I learned. I was like, like, I can't just, you know, try and help people. Like, they're on their own.
Legitimately, this guy, random guy, Ashton's never talked to him, asked Ashton to pay his fucking rent.
You know, I'm like, well, there's this thing. Like, I don't know, man. You know, so ever since that time, I was like, okay, you know, it's time to stop responding to every fan. Because I used to, every DM I got, I used to respond to, like, no matter what. But now it's very rare. Like, if I do respond, you're like on a list of like the 10 people that get responses.
Yeah. I try to respond and be friendly with people. It's hard to respond to everyone, though. There's so many messages. So, you know, everyone's very nice and friendly. I haven't got any like that parasocial. And if I ever had that feeling, I would stop responding, because I'm not down for that.
All right.
I love you all, though. Thank you for the support. You know, we really appreciate it.
We got Anonymous for 4 saying, shout out to Anna Kasparian watching on the Clip channel. I think we scared Anna away.
No.
I hope she comes back.
Come on, Anna.
Tell anybody on some promise.
You know, E-Bangers got begged too. It's like, listen, pal.
James, look.
These donos are a one-way street, pal.
Listen, James does message me a lot, but today he pulled through. He was the one who had the fucking EVS video, and he was the first.
James, for once, actually came through. He was the
first one to send it.
James actually wasn't a worthless piece of shit today. James was actually
awesome.
worked. Yes.
And by the way, he finds it, right? He sends me a link to it. It's on a video that had 1 view on BitChute.
By the way, we got
how did you
Legato.
find this? What the fuck?
Legato for 666 says, I used to wonder why you guys covered Rackets because he was so boring until he did that demented John rant. In Kino Quest, there's a scene where he ties up PPP and says all the crazy stuff. What the hell is Kino Quest?
He's working on a pixel art RPG starring me and you.
Okay.
So in about 3 years to 5 years, we'll have a pixel art RPG about me and Ashton. I've heard some of the story plots. They're fucking ridiculous, dude.
5,000 locals.
I don't know his RPG maker. I don't know what he's making it on, but he's told me. James is not dead. No, I think he's here right now. James, you there?
Which, believe it or not, that will happen. If I die doing it, it'll happen.
No, the locals gift is never coming. Like, you're gonna die before the locals gift is. He's still coping about the locals gift, folks.
There's no locals gift.
Stop.
This is like literally like the One Piece. You know, we keep hearing about the One Piece, but we're never getting it.
Crazy shit has been alleged, and I'll get around to addressing all of it as I can. But like,
the One Piece is real, guys. Oh, I love One Piece. That's great.
There's a duality where people want you to. They say like, don't talk about your personal life. So then you don't talk about your personal life, and then they're like, you lied about your personal life. It's
Nick.
like,
The audience isn't a guy, one guy with one thought, hive mind. Some people will want something. Some people love our COG segments. Some people want us to die whenever we do a COG segment. Get it?
There's some people like iDub, some people hate it. You know, it's popular on the clip channel, but live, it's not as popular. You know what I mean?
You know,
So there's different strokes for different folks, as they like to say.
Yeah. Some people want this and some people don't. Yeah, it's not a hive mind.
actually just wasn't your fucking business. And it doesn't affect you in any way. That's the amazing thing.
Oh my God. May he take another 3-month hiatus. Like
content variations that happen when one person
I'm
goes
so tired of
tirade. It didn't affect anybody at all. So I didn't scam anyone for a charity or anything like that.
What, like, this is like the cope is it's like, okay, well, you didn't scam anyone for a charity, but your daughter tested positive for coke. Like, I don't know, man.
I think that's as bad or worse.
Isn't it?
You know, like, you know.
I would sooner have somebody scam a charity than give their daughter cocaine, right?
Do you think Boogie's fucking rug pull was worse than daughter cocaine? No. Like, Boogie's more forgivable to do that than fucking, like, I mean, the faking cancer thing was wild, but still.
Do one of those crypto scams. Those seem great. I don't know how to do those. I'm not.
This is crypto scams are great. So this isn't helping your case.
Is that what he said?
Those crypto scams. Those seem great. I don't know how to do those. I'm not tech literate.
Wait. He's like,
so
I would scam you.
Yeah, he's like, there would be no ethical problem with me scamming you via crypto because Dick Masterson did that with Dickles. But I don't know how to do it, so I can't scam you.
In that way, so that didn't work.
What?
Put you on a pedestal of their own making and you
hang on, is this what he actually said?
It didn't affect anybody at all.
Let me hear this.
So I didn't scam anyone for a charity or anything like that.
But didn't you scam people for Thai beard? Like, you know, the whole Vic Mignogna thing, wasn't that kind of scamming for charity in a way? Anyway.
Know how to do a crypto thing, like a crypto. I would do one of those crypto scams. Those seem great.
Wait, what the fuck is he talking? He's like, I didn't scam anyone for charity or crypto scam, but I would if I knew how. Okay, so you're still a piece of shit regardless then. Somehow Boogie figured it out, like you couldn't figure it out, lawyer man.
I don't know how to do those. I'm not tech literate in that way, so
I mean, somebody asked who is worse, Ralph or Nick. I mean, they're basically becoming the same person.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Rekieta has maybe 20 more IQ points, and that's about it.
Who? How about this? Okay, from top to bottom, RTU, Rekieta, or Ralph?
I mean, it's probably in that exact order. Like, it probably is like RTU, then Rekieta, then Ralph. But it's all debatable.
Is it worst to best? Or best to worst?
I probably best to worst. Like, now, the one redeeming factor is that Ralph makes me laugh the most.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, people are saying Review Tech is a pedophile.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but so's Ralph. You know, like, when you think about it, maybe Rekieta isn't, and so therefore he is the best.
But he gave coke to his child.
It's pretty bad. You know?
So...
But
this is rough, bud.
you're on a pedestal of their own making, and you failed the anime headcanon of you. Just like you always said, Judges are just a person in a robe. Nick is just a dude on the internet. I don't know why people are so hung up. Me either. And I'm just a fun, happy dude like that.
That's a fun, happy guy. So carefree and whimsical. Woo!
He looks blind here.
Yeah.
Not right. Not lately. Reasons. Caesar Day, thank you. I'm glad you don't feel betrayed, because I didn't betray you. And I wouldn't. I like you.
I love that crinkling of a bag, a plastic bag.
Even if you accept his argument that he didn't betray the audience, he betrayed his wife by stepping out of the marriage, and he betrayed his family by having his kids taken away.
But he did betray the audience.
He betrayed everybody.
Of course he did. How much rackets is left, Andy? We got about a minute and a half, bud.
Doesn't make sense to betray you. One of the issues I always had was that
drug use.
there's a bunch of stuff I didn't talk about.
Okay.
Because it wasn't meant to be public. It's not that I didn't want to talk about them. The stuff, it's stories that involved other people, and it's other people, I respect the wishes of other people on stuff like that.
Oh my god, I'm having like fucking deja vu from like his boring storytelling.
But I like talking about stuff.
Thank god it's the last clip. I'm fucking done.
I'm losing.
I've been doing 4 hours of Rekieta, like me. Hey Flake, have fun editing this clip, piece of shit.
Sulfur Flake.
It was funny. We do these segments.
Better be out before Elissa's clip too, buddy. Better be out before Stallion scoops us again, buddy. It'll never be because of the review, but
it's funny. It's funny. We do this fucking clip, and then he gets blamed for it being a 4-hour clip. And they're like, "This is not a clip.
This is a movie." He's like, "Well,
how do I? He's like, how do I fucking do it?"
Someone decided to...
Hey there, can you lads please just swear a little less there? It's like every other word, lad. You're just swearing up a storm. Could we lay off the profanity a wee bit? It's like, no. Softly.
If people know, someone decided to make public a lot of things.
So Aaron shafted you. Whoa. You stole his wife. Like,
yeah,
okay?
you. Yeah, exactly.
You took his wife. What was he supposed to do, man?
We're not supposed to be public.
Oh my god.
And along with that came a lot of lies. And
you aren't supposed to steal a man's wife.
I have the truth.
Look, man, you're telling somebody else a liar. You don't have the truth. The truth is not in you. There is no spark of righteousness or life behind your eyes. You are a dead-eyed, lying sack of shit. Mm-hmm. As Josh likes to say, a lying liar who lies. You stay felted. Let's finish this.
Yeah, please.
Let's finish this, man.
And the reason you'll know the truth is because I'm just not fucking ashamed of
What?
Anything.
Come on,
Shouldn't be
man.
a little bit. Like
You weren't
what?
ashamed even of that
As
sentence.
look
Here's
at that
how it
pause.
ends.
It's over.
Look at that. It's over.
Those wrinkles, dude.
Oh man. He tried to claim the truth was with him, but that's when God just smited him for his lies and made him look like Daniel Larson's uncle.
This is more like Daniel Larson's like grandpa. no.
Because again, it wasn't anybody's business. But yeah,
That's so sad.
I have fun stories to tell coming up.
One of these days.
I always hated not telling. So
One of these days.
I'm looking
guys.
forward to that.
Trust the
Sorry,
plan.
we're gonna have to wait till the court case. So
Trust the plan,
let's just say
guys.
there's
Do you
been
actually
some
believe
sound.
he's gonna say this story?
Locals cope, it's gonna hit. Trust the plan. Okay, that was Rekieta.